Evening, everybody. It's another Gooner gathering. Hello, everybody. Hope everybody is well. This is a very, very special watch along for a rather important World Cup game, so that should be good. Uh, I am Gooner Lee Mees. Lee, hi. I'm over on the other side today for reasons that will become apparent very shortly. But I am also joined by the poshest man in sports entertainment, and he's over there. It's Posh Bertie. Hello, mate. How are you?
I am very good, thank you. I am looking forward to this game. It's a lot of things are at stake. Will we finish first in our group and get Senegal in the last 16, or will we finish second and get Louis van Gaal's army? We'll have to
Yes,
find out.
beautifully
So
put.
Senegal they're second in their group,
Hmm.
and
Netherlands
otherwise
finished
it's
first.
Netherlands, right? Yeah.
Can I introduce you first, please, Fran?
Oh, sorry.
We've got a very very special guest with us tonight. She likes getting heard, so that's nice. There she is. It's Fran. She's back with us today. How are you, Fran? You keeping well?
Yes, very well, thank you. Thank you for having me back on. I really enjoyed our little chat the other night. I love the Guna Gathering branding and the channel, and I'm glad that you'll have me on. And I've been so excited about this match. I'm sure we'll talk about our thoughts going into it, but really excited. Looking forward to my first watch along. Thank you for having me on.
Okay, so if you're not used to seeing our nonsense doing watch-alongs before, I think Fran's going to be an absolute professional broadcaster and talk you through all the football, whilst me and Posh just mess about. So that's going to be fun.
So no change then.
Yeah, exactly. And we wouldn't have it any other way, would we, mate?
Absolutely.
Um, So, a little bit of admin before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need to adjust your colour or your sets. I really am this colour. I really have come out of a sauna. So, yeah, it's all good. I've had a bit of UV treatment and I'm glowing, so that's good. I'm not radioactive or anything like that, so that's all good. Second piece of admin is I'm over here because I'm also on daddy daycare duty. So, if I have to disappear off, and especially for you, Posh, that is the reason why. So you two can keep it going, and I'll be with you as soon as I can. Okay?
We've got it
Absolutely, that's
covered.
good.
Exactly, exactly. I think we might have people coming in very, very shortly because I can see people coming in on our WhatsApp group. So this is all going to be fun. So I think probably best place to start for us. If you can hear my little girl singing in the background, by the way, yeah, this is 24/7. This goes on all the time. So this is all part of the fun. It's all part of the watching experience in our house.
Oh,
So so there we go. I am going to put up the England side for you. Oh, I think I very nearly put the wrong one up. You know that I did. Did I not update the banner on there? I didn't. Oh, crumbs. Right. Okay. I might have done it on there. Professional as ever, Lee. That's the way, mate. There it is. There we go. That works. Hopefully there's 11 there. No, it's the wrong one. I didn't save it. I didn't save it. Okay, it's fine. I have backup. It's fine. I can tell you that this is right. Ben White is missing from the squad entirely.
Hmm.
is
He
I've
is.
no go on.
I don't know what exactly is the case, but he's missed training, so he's not there with us tonight. Yes, Fran.
I heard that he's unwell. Um,
That'll be why. That'll be why. Another case of lasagna gate, perhaps.
No, no.
Um,
As long as we don't
um,
lose 4-0, then it's fine. But
no, exactly. The other piece of news which I found very interesting is Saka's rested. So I do know the four changes that I've got that secured in my little bit of dust that's in my brain there somewhere.
I
So we
I can read out the team if you want.
go for it, mate. Yeah, absolutely.
So the England team, Jordan Pickford in goal, back four of Kyle Walker, John Stones, Harry Sodding Maguire, and Luke Shaw. Midfield three of Jordan Henderson of all people, Declan Rice, and Jude Bellingham, and a front three of Harry Kane right up front, and on the wing Marcus Rashford and Phil Foden. After lots of criticism from Gareth well, a lot of criticism to Gareth, I should say,
Yeah.
of not starting against the USA. He is starting against Wales. I hope that becomes a regular occurrence. Foden and Saka and Kane.
Absolutely.
That's
So,
the 3 I want.
so for my money, for my brain works, that makes it 4 changes, right?
I should think so. Foden's coming in. Henderson's coming in. Kyle
Yeah.
Walker's back from his injury.
This is to be the first time he's played in absolutely ages because he hasn't featured for
Yeah.
Man City for like donkey's years, it appears. Not quite sure what
And-
Kieran Trippier did wrong, to be honest.
I don't know. And Rashford is in for Sterling. So it looks like Southgate is resting some of his players for the potential round of 16 game. I say
Yeah.
potential because if we lose 4-0, then we're out of the group stages. I know that I can be a negative England fan sometimes, but I don't think that's going to happen. Famous last words.
So on 6 minutes 25 seconds, I can know that, and I'll clip that later on. So so Fran, I want your thoughts on that first 11 today. What do you think?
I think it's good that Saka's getting a rest. I mean, us as Arsenal fans, we've been saying for so long that he's playing too much football, and we want to give which isn't true. He obviously
We don't have a backup for him.
Exactly. So I'm
Reece
really
Nelson
happy with
maybe,
Saka
but-
getting a rest. He did look a bit tired in the last match. Actually, my boyfriend was saying like the whole team looked tired, and I'm a bit negative like you, Bertie. I was saying that there's not an excuse. It's been like 4 days since our last match. It's as if we were still in the Premier League, but then if you factor in travel and stuff, so I think it is good that he's gone with some rotation, giving Saka a break. Kyle Walker, maybe he's just first choice, whatever, and Trippier was just backup. So the second Walker's fit, then he'll come back in. You were quite critical of Maguire, posh Bertie, whereas everyone agreed
It's
that he
a
had a really
regular.
good game.
It's a recurring joke.
I know
It is.
it is. Normally I am, but he did play very well. I think without him, we would have lost the last match. So,
Yeah.
but it is
Terry
Maguire,
Dyer was in
and
defence.
if anyone can cause us to concede 4 goals, then it might be Maguire. So we'll have to see how he does.
I will say that in Maguire's defence, Poss, and you know I'm not his biggest fan. He won absolutely everything against the States in the air. In both boxes, it looked like there was every chance Maguire could have pinched a goal right the last couple of minutes on that set play. So
I hope so.
yeah, I'm sure we'll get a fridge joke in there somewhere, or
Slaphead.
exactly. But you can't drop him on a performance like you did against the States. I know we weren't great against the States, but
Yeah.
he was one of the shining lights, I would suggest, of that game.
What were your guys' thoughts against the States? I was really disappointed myself. What were your
Go
thoughts?
ahead, Posh.
It reminded me. Now I know a lot. Of course, everyone was so critical. Everyone was very disappointed. But we were like this against Scotland in the Euros, where people said, "Right, the tournament's over. We're very bad," and we turned out to have a good tournament. So, it could all change. But again, we'll call it. We'll be in the present day. We can't judge ourselves on other tournaments. I was very disappointed with our performance against the US. They did put up a good fight and they did play well against us. They are a good team, as we've seen there, but we should really be doing better. They're a side we should be beating, and we just played incredibly defensive. I don't know what happened. We went from free-flowing, attacking football against Iran to being incredibly conservative against the States. I just don't know what happened there. Why didn't we? There were a few strange substitutions as well. He didn't bring on Foden. We were looking for a goal, and he brings Jordan Henderson on. Instead of, I said he didn't bring on Foden, he takes Saka off and brings on Marcus Rashford, who doesn't really play as a winger. He plays more as a striker. Lots of confusing decisions being made, and if we end up doing this, because there's a chance there's obviously anything can happen in the World Cup, but there's a possibility that if we finish first in the group and get to the quarterfinals, we're playing France, one of the best teams in this tournament so far. If we play like that and make these decisions against France, you might as well book the plane home for us already. That's the concern.
Yeah, well said.
Go ahead if you want to respond to that.
Not at the moment. I've just had a mind fart. You go,
Excellent.
Lee.
I will do. Okay, that's fair enough. We had the first 4-letter word reference off the stream, so thanks for that.
Oh, is that not allowed?
No, it's fine. We're not monetized or anything like that. But if you want to donate to us, just I'll give you my
Yes,
details and stuff.
please.
Just it'll be fine. Any money will
Money.
be greatly welcomed. And on the broader side of the thing, and I'm going to take a slightly different view because I have calmed down a bit since the game. At least we picked up the point in the game. If we had have lost, that would have been a real problem. So you've got to play the slightly long game. I have no idea why we were so void of ideas on the day. I will give the States plenty of credit and also give our own goalkeeper, because we are an Arsenal channel, we might as well. Matty Turner was very commanding in goal. He stopped everything coming anywhere near him when he wasn't busy just sort of leaning on the post, just having a little watch of the game.
I watched it. I think what's annoyed me more is like the rivalry, and I follow quite a few like US men's teams podcasts, and the title of their podcast afterwards was "The USA win against England 0-0." And I was like, oh no.
There's a famous headline in I believe it was the New York Post in 2010 saying USA wins 1-1.
Yeah.
Luckily,
USA
Robert
wins.
Green wasn't in goal this time, so.
Oh, it must have been a reference to that. I think for me, it was just, I hope it was a one-off lackluster performance, because it wasn't, a draw's a fine result, but it was the nature of the draw, with them having far more, what appeared to be far more chances than us. Oh, I thought we'd kicked off them, but they were showing highlights.
That's all right. I'm keeping an eye on the time as well. Don't worry, boys and girls.
So yeah, what I really want to see is what we have seen kind of lower ranked teams be doing to cause these upsets, which is just the intensity, the pressing, just full energy. But I do understand if he's trying to conserve. I think it would be really interesting to see what the energy of the team is like today and how much oomph they're putting into it. Because I know that Wales will be going hard. I think we can't underestimate like the amount of fight and passion that they're going to show.
They are going to be hurting massively, especially after the defeat against Iran. And so while we're talking about the Welsh side, it probably makes sense to press that, because one thing I do have prepared, hey, there you go, is their theme. So obviously they've got the change in goal. That's Leicester's Ward in for Wayne Henderson, who's, I think, to my knowledge, is still the only player that's got sent off in this tournament so far. Notable players in that lineup as well. They've gone to a 4. Davis is at left back, I think. Aaron Ramsey and Joe Allen, the experienced players there, and of course Gareth Bale. We all know about him.
I heard some Welsh fans though calling for Bale to be dropped because like they think that he's just not contributing and not doing well, but I think he has always got that moment of quality, hasn't he? Like if he's in the right place at the right time, always a threat. Yeah, but apart from that, continue.
I've just realised because of your previous comments on Gareth Bale in the last video, you're going to get all hot and bothered, aren't you, when you see him on TV?
I love Gareth Bale. He's got this little undercut now. His hair's looking great. I've got a thing for a man bun. I love it.
His hair's looking great, just like the man next to me.
I need a haircut urgently, because that's genuinely true. But I don't know when I'm going to get it cut. But other than that, other notable players for the Welsh side, I believe, is that Danny Ward, the Leicester keeper?
Danny Ward, yes, it is. Yes, yep. Absolutely.
Kiefer Moore, Dan James, of course, former Man United player.
That's correct.
On the wing. And and of course, the Welsh Xavi himself, Joe Allen.
Absolutely. I must admit, not seen too much of him recently, but we all know about Ramsey and what he's contributed. We know from his Arsenal history, he was fantastic for us for a good number of years. This will be an interesting test for us, I think.
Yeah,
and I can see people jumping into the stream. So welcome in. Say hello. You're there. Tell us where you are, and you know, and predictions for your scores and all that sort of thing. We'll put all your comments and stuff at the bottom of the screen as long as my computer works.
Lee, am I right? And so is Gooner Gathering a new channel? It is.
Yes. This is me sort of. So I was privileged enough to be involved with Cannon Chatter, and I absolutely loved it. But unfortunately, because of circumstances, Cannon Chatter is on a hiatus at the moment, and I rather like doing these watch-alongs, especially with the gentleman next to me. And I thought, well, why not try and do your own thing? I might not have the bells and whistles, you know. I might not be able.
So it's fine.
No.
I can.
Yeah,
I can never get enough of watch-alongs, and this is a brand new channel. So if you are watching, spread the word about Gooner Gathering, obviously, and he's got the awesome logo. And let's get this Gooner Gathering out there. Gooners gather.
We will pay you at the end of the show. Don't worry about that.
Much thanks to Martin on Gunforce Edits who produced that wonderful logo. That's another shout out to Martin. He's fantastic. So yeah, he worked very hard for that, and he was it's brilliant. So God bless him for doing that. Right, I think we have got about 6-7 minutes till kickoff. I can see the players are coming out the tunnel. So I think it's probably a good idea. We'll go to you first, Posh. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think the score's going to be today?
I think Wales are going to put up a good fight. I think we could see another draw on the cards. I think we might see a 1-1. I hope it's not another 0-0, but I think it's going to be another draw. I think they're going to really hold on against us. Now, whatever depends on the Iran and USA result, where we're going to be in our group. If we finish first or second, I don't know, but I think I can see us finishing second and facing the Netherlands. I don't know. We can beat the Netherlands. They're a good side, but they've not been the most vibrant side in the tournament.
They haven't.
They've not been like France or Brazil, but they are. I don't know. Who knows? It's unpredictable.
Yeah, I mean, no side I think has looked absolutely impenetrable, and like the smaller teams have given everyone a game. I think all teams, if you're on your day, are there for the taking. If you're England, but yeah, I just saw Gareth Bale and I lost my train of thought.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
It happens all the time. But go on, carry on, Bertie. Did you have any more to say?
Not that I can think of, but I just think it's going to be a very difficult game, and I do hope we can get a win. But if things carry on in terms of other groups, I don't think Southgate can weasel his way out of facing a big team this time. Because if we finish first, we could potentially face France in the quarterfinal, potentially, or if we finish second, we could either face the Netherlands in the round of 16. Or get Brazil or Spain if we get as far as the semis. I know there are a lot of ifs and buts there, but I think if Southgate gets a very easy route, it'll be the biggest get out of jail free card in English football history.
But I mean, no, you go on, Lee.
No, you are my guy.
Okay.
You carry on.
Mean, when you were saying about facing one of the big teams, what actually came to my consciousness, which surprised me, was that I felt comfortable with how defensive Southgate can be. And I thought, well, if we play them, at least I know that we are defensive and know what we're doing. And that's the way. Maybe it's disappointing when we're playing teams that we feel like we should go out and attack. But when we play against a big team, maybe it'll be good seeing that more defensive style of play that's solid, and then see if we can nick 1 or 2 goals. We don't like watching it, but maybe it's kind of geared up for those big matches.
The only time we played a big team in a major international tournament was at the Euros, and both games were at Wembley, so we had the home advantage. This golden generation, as people would call them now, have not faced a big team on a neutral ground in a major international tournament. We've not done that yet. A big knockout game anyway. We did face Belgium in the World Cup and lost twice, so there you go.
It's
We'll
really
have to
yeah.
see how it goes. I personally, I know people would rather have us get an easy route so we can get to the final, but I'd be interested in seeing us face a bigger team, see how well we do,
And I think we would.
how if we're a golden generation or not.
Yeah, I think we would do well defensively, but what I'm really struggling with is what England is going to show up. Because
Yeah.
if we're going to see the team that played against Iran, then great, exciting. But against USA, then we could be under threat. Like, what is England's style? I don't know. We'll find out today, I guess. What do you think's going to happen, Lee?
I can see it being a really tight game, being won on the set play, and I'm going to go for a very tight 1-0 England win.
A big Harry Maguire header.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Smack.
I hope he does well. I hope he proves me wrong because
I know.
you know.
I saw this a news article saying like how he was like really anxious about the World Cup because of all the negative press and stuff, and I'm such a softie that even though I'd been like taking the piss out of him, four-letter word, I saw that and I went like, oh, Harry, like sorry. So I do hope he does well.
That is a really good point because we kind of forget, these are human beings as well. And
I don't mean these things out of spite at all. I don't literally mean these things.
You sure?
I'm not a bad person.
Let's investigate. No, I'm joking. I don't know if I got a prediction from you, Fran.
This is going to be controversial, right? But I used to live in Bristol, so I'd often be across the border seeing friends in Wales. I've been to quite a lot of like Welsh historical sites and stuff, and my brain is saying England will win 1 or 2-0, but I would love it if Wales won, just not by 4-0, just for them, for the fans. They're so passionate. So many of them have come out and the whole nation is watching. This is the biggest thing for Welsh football. I'd love it if they beat us like 2-0. And that would be super entertaining, listening to every England fan channel just in meltdown as well. So that's what I hope happens. But I think we'll maybe nick it 1 or 2-0.
Well, that wasn't the answer I was expecting. So that's that. I quite appreciate that.
And that's coming from someone who has a family who lives in Bristol. So
I mean,
I've just got really close Welsh family friends, so it would be. I would be so gassed like for the Welsh if they managed to get a result, but I don't think they will. I will be gutted for them if we just crush them. So either way, I hope it will just be an exciting match. We've had so many boring first halves, and let's hope one team scores early.
Yeah.
And we've got a real contest on our hands.
Let's hope so. As I see it now, Aaron Ramsey is in the centre circle, and I think we're about to get underway, boys and girls.
Wait,
right.
Aaron Ramsey?
Yes.
I've got Bale and Kane doing the coin.
Are you on iPlayer, mate?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Posh, are you with me on live?
Yes, I believe that's Ben Davies for Wales about to take a throw-in. The throw-ins come in. We're at 22 seconds, 23, 24, 25.
Oh, I must have paused it at some point. Give me a second, lads.
You paused it again, failed, didn't you?
Yeah, probably.
And who can blame her, to be fair?
He's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm the only person that thinks that. My boyfriend thinks I'm mad. So
he's very forgiving as well, I guess.
I know it's.
What a top lad.
Oh, he's great. Yeah, he's at the pub with my friends at the moment, and they were saying I should bring the watch along to the pub. No.
Oh, that'd be interesting. That'd be an interesting dynamic.
Maybe next time. Yeah, we've got a group of about 10 of us. We play at the week. Well, we play every week, like 6-a-side and stuff. We're all kind of football mad, so it would be quite entertaining. Maybe one day.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm on the Diet Cokes tonight because I've got to drive later on. It's a shame, isn't it?
Or
But
now I'm tempted to bring a watch along from my local pub, the Portobello, in the West Kingsdown area. If you're in that area, please go to that pub.
Make sure you give them a like and subscribe.
Takeaway pizzas.
Take away pizzas.
It's an
What's
unexplored
new?
avenue, pub watch-alongs.
Again, it could be the future.
I'm only at 20 seconds.
Oh dear. Now what do we do, Posh? Do we stop it for her or should we carry on?
No, don't worry. I'll work it out my end. You guys
Okay.
continue.
Well, as we are at the moment, ball's just sort of around the defensive area, and Pickford just lays it off to. Is that Mr. Fridge himself, Maguire?
I believe that's Maguire.
Yeah.
Passes to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw brings it back. Maguire just passes it to John Stones. So not much is going on really. You're not missing much.
Yeah, they're just passing it around the defence at the moment, just keeping the possession, just trying to work out where the space is a little bit, I think.
But they seem to look okay with the ball in the first few minutes of the game.
I'm waiting for the kiss of death there.
We could.
That was the first touch by Foden, by the way. He's wearing number 20 for those who are watching.
We could start an attack here, and not much is that Rashford?
Rashford is 11,
Rashford,
I think. Operating off the left. That's interesting.
Good defending from Wales there.
Well, I suppose that would mean that Foden, being the more left-sided player, will be coming in on his stronger foot, wouldn't he?
I should think so. We'll have to see how it goes.
Absolutely.
Can I ask, are you guys watching it? What are you watching it on? BBC or?
I'm watching BBC HD on my Sky television.
There you go.
Platforms are
Just
available.
quickly. There you go. Don't want any copyright stuff.
What minute are you at?
I've got subtitles on, so I can't see the time, but I think
I've got 3 minutes, 38, 39, 40, 41.
I'm about a minute behind you.
Do you know what? It's just like the early days of Cannon Chatter, isn't it?
It's like the old days. It's a throwback.
It is.
Fine.
Do you know the only thing that was missing, mate? Is that intro video. Shall we do it? Oh, that was a good time. That was a good time. You never know. They might sneak in and start watching us. I've got to say, Stephen was kind enough to retweet me, so bless him. Hope they're doing well over there, by the way.
I hope Matt Roberts and Sam Wilson are all right as well. I did a few chat-alongs with them, and they're good people.
They are very good people. I don't know. I'll bring this up. You mentioned Sam, and I was, as we sort of, not a lot is going on in the match at the moment. There is a little bit of Arsenal news that I wanted to talk about, and it regards Beth Mead, who picked up a really nasty ACL injury right at the end of the Man United game. I think it might have been a week ago, and it kind of brought my head thinking about the game, one of the first games, the first ladies' games that I did doing this chat along thing. I put a brilliant clip of Beth Skull in about 3.5 minutes from back then. She was such a powerful player, such a really consistent player, one of the best that I've seen in the WSL. I just wanted to wish her well. It sounds like she's going to be out for a long time, potentially missing the World Cup as well. So it's a massive miss for both the Lionesses and for Arsenal.
Yes, from what I saw of Beth Mead, she's been a great player for Arsenal, and the times I saw the Lionesses play in the summer, I thought she was very good, and I do hope she fully recovers. But it'll be a bit of a miss come the Women's World Cup next summer. So I'll echo what you just said there.
So yeah, absolutely. Thanks, mate. I suppose if we just talk, going through that as well, it was good to see Vivianne Miedema come back. She's had a little break prior to the internationals, and she was back with the squad and scored against Juventus in the Champions League for us in a 1-1 draw over there in Italy. I think within the last week. Obviously, Juventus have got their other problems at the moment as well, which has been spoken about in the media today. I don't know if you heard all this.
They put the club up for sale, haven't they?
I think the club's up for sale. I think they've got all sorts of problems. The whole board and everything like that. I think including Pavel Nedved, I think, has all resigned and everything.
A lot of clubs going up for sale recently with Juventus, Liverpool, and Man United. It seems that all of the Super League people are ebbing away bit by bit, which seems to be very encouraging.
Yeah.
I do hope that, I mean, one can dream that clubs like United and Juventus, etc., can get owners that actually care about football, but who knows? That might be a pipe dream.
Do you know what? That's an extremely good point.
If they care about football, though, they might not have the amount of money that, I mean, it depends whether they want to have kind of the Man City or Newcastle, amounts of funds coming in, or someone, I don't know if you can have someone with that amount of money who's also someone that the fans will absolutely adore.
You're right, because I have a friend who supports Man United, and he was telling me how he really wants Sir Jim Ratcliffe to take over, even though he's not in terms of the contenders for the United job, he's not exactly the richest, but the fans will adore him because he's a proper Man United fan and knows his football. So it's quite.
But then will the fans complain though if he can't drop like 300 million every transfer window, if that's what Newcastle are doing? So it's a balancing act, really.
Yeah.
I think Jim Ratcliffe's great. It seems like he's obviously like a fan of the club and stuff, but can he like do what some of their competitors are going to be doing?
Well, to be honest, as an Arsenal fan, I don't want them battering us. So you know,
yeah.
And they need to like redo a lot of Old Trafford as well. I think they need someone coming in with tons of money. We just have to hope they're decent people that are football focused. And maybe just so ideally, wouldn't it be great if, I know that we're not talking about Man U, but if Sir Jim Ratcliffe were to join up with, say, an investment fund, or I know like Dubai is looking at it. So you've got the money of that part, and then Sir Jim's like football passion. Well, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Indeed. Meantime, about 9 minutes in, there's not really an awful lot gone on in the game so far.
No,
but even though this could change very quickly because there's
a England.
Really good chance, but it's a good save by the keeper Ward.
Oh,
that got very exciting very quickly.
Danny Ward do what he did for Leicester, which is let the goal in. I don't know. We didn't talk about Brendan Rodgers. That's why.
Hey.
No, that only works for Arsenal.
We'll save that for the next Arsenal watch along, shall we?
Oh, well.
That had me in stitches last time.
I'll explain, Fran.
Yeah.
2 or 3 times when we've discussed Brendan Rodgers and his job status, the moment we do it, Arsenal score a goal. And we think that Brendan Rodgers brings us luck.
He's like our mascot.
We need. And,
just the mention of him.
I don't think it'll work for England, as we've seen.
It's like summoning a demon or a guardian angel.
Exactly.
He was once linked with the Arsenal job when Wenger was in charge. So whether you think that was summoning a demon or not back then remains to be seen. Here we go. We're playing better here. Oh, should have
Walker with the ball, and it's just hammered away by the defence. Looks like Wales are going to get it away. No, they don't.
Yeah.
England win back to position the halfway line by the human fridge himself.
I'm only just at the at 9 minutes.
I'm at 10 minutes 35.
Yeah, I think I'm roundabout with you, mate. So that's all right, Fran. Don't look sad. Don't look sad. It's happy faces, please.
But now I can't contribute to the. I can still chat with you guys.
We don't really contribute most of it anyway. If it was just me and Lee, we'd probably end up talking about wrestling or something at the moment. We'd be, You're
looking at two worlds colliding, brother.
I can comment on my thoughts, which are a minute behind.
That's right. It's
Yeah,
like
you
you're on
guys can do the
VAR.
you guys can do the initial reaction, and then I'll
Hmm.
follow up with like some
Well,
commentary.
honestly, if you weren't here, because it's Wales, me and Lee would just talk about Mason Ryan for a bunch of time. That's the problem. But
Who's that?
Absolutely.
because you're making us professional, and we love you for that.
No, I need to. I would like to
Who's
learn.
Mason Ryan?
He's a
I mean,
Welsh
Sorry.
wrestler.
he was a wrestler, a Welsh wrestler,
Oh,
built a bit
wrestler,
like
really?
like a tank, just like Posh Bertie.
If you mean tank as in yes, very fat, that's me. But not.
Excuse
not
me,
Mason Ryan.
excuse
He's,
me, I'm not having that. No,
he's a
no.
bulky bloke.
I mean, he had the look, didn't he? But he didn't really have an awful lot of luck in the ropes, did he?
Mm.
But
The game.
I'll always
Sorry.
know him as Discount Dave Batista.
do you know Dave Batista from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Drax the Destroyer.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah,
That's
that's
who
Big
we're
Dave
talking about.
Batista. He's a wrestler.
Oh, is he?
That's where he got his big break before he started acting.
Ah, I love that
Anyway.
character. Yeah.
We've just.
Yeah. No.
As you can tell, when you're not missing much in the game, it's not very exciting.
No.
But we seem to have settled down. You know, there's always like that initial flurry of like first few minutes, but now England seem to be kind of holding on to possession. But I don't know if that's just because Wales are deliberately not pressing and kind of dropping back and letting us play into them.
Yeah, I feel like we're just sort of feeling each other out at the moment. It's like two heavyweight boxers in the ring,
Yeah.
just sort of jabbing around, just see what it's all about, and trying to find a little opening.
I'm surprised that Wales aren't fully like press. Like that's kind of they've seemed to have gone for a more low block kind of tactic. You'd think they'd kind of be leaving it all out on the pitch, and so far they look quite relaxed.
Posh, what did you think of that save from Ward there? The through ball from Kane.
Replay now is showing the biggest chance of the game so far. It was a good save from Ward, kept Wales out of danger there, and that was the biggest chance of the game. Probably the only highlight of the game, if I'm honest.
Until now.
Until
Because
now,
England have a free kick.
It goes in.
Who's standing around it? I see Rashford's there with it. Shaw's with it as well, I think.
Yeah, come on. If
gonna be
Maguire's
Shaw.
in the box, this will be a big chance to get his big French head in the box.
No, not this
straight
time, but
away.
it's going to come back.
As far as
It's a drive
shot.
wide.
Gone wide.
Foden.
Unlucky.
Never really threatening. Went wide.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I always knew Foden shouldn't have started. No, I'm kidding.
Give me Saka any day.
Phone's rubbish.
I've got to say, with my
Player
Arsenal
boys.
bias on me, I was disappointed not to see Saka tonight.
And
But-
with your Arsenal bias, wasn't that goal by Richarlison just rubbish?
Oh, awful player.
Overhyped.
He's got no skill.
Giroud did it better.
Jesus
against
is good,
Crystal
though.
Palace.
Ah, so good.
And
There was a
Martinelli. Oh, what a player! What a boy!
yeah, Richarlison, bring him off.
So there we go. Sure,
Yeah,
with the
it's
possession for
disappointing not
England.
to see. It is disappointing not to see Saka, but if it, if
He needs
he
a
if he played him and he was just tired and just, I'd rather he takes a whole game out. Or is he on the bench?
Yeah.
He might come on then as an impact sub.
I suppose another point I have to make to you guys, you might not know this, is James Maddison is on the sub bench tonight.
Ooh, okay,
So-
that's encouraging.
Yeah, so he's obviously come through his knee injury and everything. If you remember the last game he had for Leicester, he got taken off very early. But he's he seems to be good to go. So that's a good sign. Might have another sort of half chance here.
Yep, if they can get
It's
across
gone
the
back,
box,
it's gone
they
back.
won't. It's gone back.
How well organised was that back line for Wales there? Very, very well organised.
Yeah,
It's
they're
Stopping
gonna-
us from
they're
getting
gonna
that quick
stress the
ball in.
players out a little bit, I fear.
I feel like if I was the Welsh coach though, I would be saying like just go all guns blazing. And I know it's risky, but like really they need to win by 4 goals, don't they? Like
Mm.
and just like catch England off guard, because we're kind of just being allowed to play here, and but maybe they're hoping England get cocky and
Perhaps to
Speaking
catch
of-
England on the break.
Speaking of
yes, but
Wales
full
managers,
times.
speaking of Wales managers, may I praise you, Mr. Meadows, for your video on Gary Speed, the late great Gary Speed, over the weekend.
Thank you very much.
You did it.
I did, and I managed to keep myself just about composed while I did it as well. That really meant a lot to me, and I can't wait to see my friend Vicky when I get back to work. And yeah, she's much like the Gareth Bale effect to Fran here. You just have to mention young Gary Speed there, and
There are some
our
beautiful
Vicky would
Garys
have
in the
been.
world.
Yeah, there certainly are.
It's not comparable. Gareth Bale is nothing compared to Speed. It was a beautiful video. I learned a lot, because I mean I've only been a football fan really properly for about 5 or 6 years, so all of it's catch up for me.
So obviously, hey, little insight here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be 43 in a couple of days' time. So yeah, I've been.
No, you are not. I thought you were 24, Mr. Meadows.
Yeah. So I saw Speed at his absolute prime, and he was a heck of a player. And making a run in. Hello, Amy.
Hello.
Say hello to
Is he
everyone.
coming home? Oh, she's gone.
She
wants her iPad. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I have
her iPad.
I have
So
that
we'll
effect
talk through the
on
goal.
people, to be honest.
I'm going to have to camera off, guys.
No problem.
So
So we've got a free kick coming in.
Okay.
Oh, good free kick. Can we get a header
Yeah.
in? Still in the box? Nope. England appealing for a corner.
guys,
is
you're going to have to
not
lose me
good.
for a little bit, okay?
We've got this. It's okay.
Cheers, guys. See you in a minute.
See you in a minute.
Right. So England had the free kick. Maguire tried to head it as far as Kane, but it didn't work. And England are appealed for a corner, but Maguire is, what are you doing that for? So I don't think it's a goal kick.
I'm still watching the build up to the free kick, and I see them discussing who's going to take it. And
Sorry, spoiler alert. I apologise there.
no, you go. You're in tune with the general population. They want to hear your thoughts, Bertie. I'll give follow up observations.
Well, at the
It's
moment,
very frustrating how behind my stream is. I don't quite understand.
Right. I was in that situation at Cannon Chatter, so I've been in your shoes. So yeah.
I feel like I can't contribute anything, but
you
continue.
that is a load of nonsense. You can.
Okay.
Um.
Right. Go on.
Speaking of consummate expert analysis, you know when you said you have a thing for men with man buns, what are your thoughts on Theo Walcott?
Ooh, yeah, I like his man bun. I don't know what other sort of opinion you were expecting.
I feared the worst, to be honest. Oh.
However, I'm not a fan of Phil Foden's haircut. Phil Foden, if you're watching.
I think he's a bit busy at the moment.
No, I don't like a lot of the English boys have got that completely straight, like bad boy fringe, and it's not a good look in my opinion.
Looking like he's part of the Gravesend Massive. But no, what do you think of his Gaza haircut though at the Euros?
Who?
He had the blonde hair like Paul Gascoigne.
Oh, Phil Foden. Yeah, I got used to it, and I just saw him come on. It's the first time I've seen him for a while with his brown hair, and I didn't recognize him. So I mean, it was obviously dire on Phil, but it kind of worked. My boyfriend does this stupid impression of Phil where he's like, "I'm Phil Foden. I'm the manager's favourite. Pep loves me. I'm the best player in the world." It kills me. That's all I can think of when I see Phil.
Well, Liam Gallagher sounds more like.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. I wonder if we'll see some Bellingham Foden link up. That could be quite an exciting little
Oh, I hope so. The
Wouldn't that be
likes of
tasty?
Bellingham and Saka, they are brilliant players, and I love them to bits. Although there's a part of me that loathes them because they're younger than me.
Yeah. I know, it's terrible, isn't it? Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, we could create something, but we're not. We don't get any crosses in the box. We're just passing it round the back.
It's just
which
so
is,
frustrating.
It
We're
is
just
frustrating.
because
It's,
every single player is so individually talented, and I don't know whether it's the way that the teams like coach and stuff, but they seem to all have really good individuals.
good cross, actually. I say this. Oh
Oh.
no. No, Kate Henderson tried to win the header, but it just went over his head, just about. We could do something here. Is that Rice? It is Declan Rice. That's a good ball. We could get the cross in. No, Wales clear it, but only as far as a decent throw in for us. But no, you are right. We have incredible depth going forward, but we don't attack.
Yeah, we just pass it around. And why are we playing as if we're playing on the break? Maybe, as I said, it's preparation for when we do face real tough opposition, and he wants to get the team used to sitting back and catching on the break. But I just think we could play so well if we played kind of more attacking, like passing football, possession based. The team are definitely good enough to do it.
Like, all right, we've got a. Is that a throw-in or a free kick? It's a throw-in, I think. Come on, as I say, let's get a Rory Delap throw-in. Oh no, it's a free kick. It's a free kick.
Hello.
Hello. It's a free kick to England in a good crossing position.
I presume it's still 0-0.
It is still 0-0. You didn't miss.
Maybe
much,
not for long.
Free kick comes in. It misses Maguire completely, but we've still kept it in. That is Rashford on the ball here. Rashford, straight to the Wales defence, but we've still. The ref stopped it. There's been an injury.
Looked like that hurts. Nico Williams down.
Do you have any ideas how I can get my iPlayer up to speed or not?
If you're off iPlayer, you're probably you're not going to be able to. We've had this problem before when we used Sky Go and stuff. There's always about a minute and a half delay.
No worries. I'll see if it's any better on my laptop. Give me a sec.
I tell you what, Fran, it could be a lot worse. It could be me watching the Arsenal-Leicester game earlier this year on Lee's Twitch.
Yeah.
And I could not
Reveal all, Posh. Go, mate. Go.
I did not have a live stream at all. I think this was because I only just recently got a TV in my room. I think it was before then. I like almost pretended to think that I'm watching this on a live stream, and I'm like, yeah, good ball, right? They're players in red shirts. The manager, he apparently we've got a Spaniard as a manager. No,
England are wearing white.
I couldn't see what was going on in the game.
Yeah.
If I remember, you had something like Arsenal dangerous attack.
Yeah, it was one of those ones. Dangerous attack, Arsenal. It's like, we've got a dangerous attack coming up. Apparently it was missed. It was, yeah.
I could probably do a few blanket statements of, where's the intensity from England? I mean, I don't know why we're not giving it more of a go. Maguire's looking a bit confused.
No more so than normal.
I do it all the time. It's fine.
Okay. It's been a cautious start to the match, though, I think. But no goals yet. Wales have been defensively sound, unless that changes in the next minute. England have been passing it around, but I mean, England aren't the ones that really need to show an intensity. We just have to not lose by
4 goals.
4 goals. I think England will be happy with a 1-0 or a draw. Which I'm not too much of a fan of, but I can see why Southgate does that, kind of to save energy for the later rounds. Yeah. But I just hope if we're playing kind of more laid back now and in the last game, I really want to see the intensity when we get to the knockout stages. Yeah. What were we saving up for?
It's like I was saying earlier on about the long game in tournament football, isn't it? You know, you're not going to be all guns blazing straight away, are you?
And usually, if in the knockout stages, you do see some of the big teams, they do tend to shockingly slip up. Case in point, France against Switzerland in the Euros.
And Brazil at their World Cup.
Yeah.
Well, that's in the semi-finals. I'm talking, but like it happens in the round of 16 as well. And if we finish first, a lot of us are going to pray that France lose to Poland. Although Poland will be tough as well with Lewandowski up front, but
yeah,
I'd rather face them over France at the moment because they've been one of the best, if not the best side in the tournament so far.
Their last game, though, I was watching it and they weren't like super impressive. They were kind of similar to England, as in not really going all out. If I remember, I can't actually remember the score.
Against Denmark, they're a team that is incredibly organised and can really mix things up a bit. Well, I can see why they weren't. They were being more cautious than normal.
Yeah. Who do you guys think? Who are your odds-on favourites? Do you think?
At the moment, France, Brazil, or maybe even Spain at this rate.
Yeah, I would go with Spain. I think they're so exciting to watch as well. They're just a techie team.
What am I on about? Look at my username. It's coming home. It's got to be.
I don't want to get my hopes up. Where were you guys at the Euros finals? Where did you watch that?
I watched it here at home.
Oh.
My friends, like my friend, I have a group of friends I've known since school days. I've known them for like 12 years now. I love them to bits, but they're not exactly the going out on the lash type, sadly. Because I would have gone to the pub with them if they were and watched the final there.
You're just mental.
No, I got drunk at home instead.
Yeah,
knocking back the Diet Colas. That's
absolutely.
It.
Yeah, I'm lucky enough to have a friend group that is just quite football obsessed, and we go all out. That around us, there's these pubs. I'm like Farnham, Hampshire sort of way, and there's this like multi-tiered pub where like everyone will meet, and there's beer throwing and stuff. And they had this massive big projector projected onto the edge of like an abandoned building for the Euros final.
Oh wow!
And it was like a mini festival. There were like thousands of people in the vicinity, and so we were watching it, and of course it was crushing, and it was also pouring with rain as well, so that was a miserable day. But very cool.
I mean, I don't like Italy's chances of winning this tournament, mind.
No, that's quite a hot take, that, Lee.
Explain yourself.
Don't think I
need 2 words.
To.
North Macedonia.
Although
you mentioned it was pouring with rain, I think we can not worry about those omens now, because it poured down with rain on the day before the Iran game, and we ended up winning 6-2. So I think we've hopefully broken the omen curse. Although I am going to be concerned if it pours down with rain on one of our knockout stage games, if we don't lose 4-0, that is.
You just have to bring in the blessing of, who was that manager again?
Brendan Rodgers.
Yes, you just have to bring in the Brendan Rodgers.
You've got to bring the passion.
Blessing.
Bring the character.
Bring the belief.
Hard work.
If you haven't seen it, go back and watch the Wolves game when it happened, and it just literally had me in stitches. It was great.
Yes, I think I need to.
Get the full Arsenal matchday experience with us here on the Gooner Gathering. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh yeah.
And join us. Oh, yeah, that's another channel.
Gather with us, fellow Gooners.
Yes.
Gather with us. I think we could use that, can we?
Yeah.
Posh, I'm going for the Goon Love look today.
You are, yes, the Goon Love. Oh, how do we explain brother love to a non-wrestling fan?
Oh, Jesus.
That's going to be a tough.
Maybe off stream.
Don't even try. I know nothing about wrestling. We could do a show of trying to explain wrestling to a non-wrestling watcher.
I might be able to help you out here. Hang on. You just carry on with the comms.
Yeah, go on. Tell us what's happening, Bertie.
We're getting we could have got a good attack going, but look, we're going backwards again and passing it sideways. It's stressful. Come on, create something here.
I know we want to see that, but like in reality, like they're it's fine for England to be doing that. We just don't like it.
Maguire, of all people, crossed the ball there, and it just, as expected, when a centre-back tries to cross the ball, it goes way over.
To be
I
fair
can
to
see it.
Maguire, that
Have
wasn't
you
bad for him.
Have you seen the theory though? Quite a few people think that
US champion.
the balls may be light or like slightly different in this World Cup. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yes. When
I've
a
seen
the
player
technology
tries
in
to
the balls
volley
as
it,
well.
It goes right into Rose Ed.
Mm,
You've seen
'cause-
this technology in the balls as well.
what, like the offside thing?
What I mean is, like, Ronaldo can't go and claim a
Oh.
goal that's not his because
Mhm.
it, like in cricket, Posh, you know cricket, you know,
Yeah.
like
Yep.
the snickometer, where if you get an edge on the ball, you see it. He never got anything on that header yesterday. The cheating so and so.
Oh, give
He
it to
can take
him.
advice from Harry Kane and how to claim a goal. So
Yeah. I think my little girl needs a drink, guys. I'll be right back.
Go for it.
Mm.
What's
So
happening at your end? Oh, go on.
Well, I have a feeling now it's going to probably end 0-0 again. I hope it doesn't.
Oh.
I've not seen a score update from USA and Iran. It's
Oh,
not popped up
don't.
on the screen.
I'm
So
so
I think
excited about that one.
it might be 0-0 in that game.
I might just
Um,
rewatch that in full afterwards because, like, that's actually quite an interesting fixture, in my humble opinion.
Okay.
But actually, if you want to tell me the score in that, that's fine too. I've just seen Maguire's failed corner kick.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
cross.
it's 0-0 at the moment, Iran and USA. As it stands in our group, we are top of our group as it stands at the moment. If both games end 0-0, we're
Okay.
at the moment we're top by 1 point. But Kyle Walker, good cross, good header by was that Ben Davis or someone else? I don't know. It was one of the Wales players. Good cross, but good defence from Wales.
Trippier and Saka are they were on the sideline, like sort of jogging up and down. So maybe he's going to bring on Saka.
Oh, the physios are back on again. It doesn't look like it's a major injury though, because they're all.
Who's down?
Is that James? He has an S at the end of it. Yeah, I think it might be. I don't know. A Wales player is down.
Is that Nico Williams? I think it's Nico Williams.
It might be, yes.
Who's the guy that went down with a bit of a bang on the head earlier on?
Yes. And Wales are they're about to make a substitute actually.
It might be a concussion substitution then.
Which means they're probably going to get about 10 minutes of added time now.
Yeah.
Possibly. Right, let's see if I can
show the
do...
replay there. Oh yeah, he really headed the ball, but I think that might have caused a bit of problems there. I think I think he's going off.
That's the number 14 coming on.
He's one of their better players, I think. I've heard. So that's not good for Wales.
Yeah.
My blimmin' PC's giving me issues here, guys. Bear with me. I'm so sorry.
We forgive you. It's okay.
Thanks, Fran.
Although it's not much for Gooner gathering like now. It's just...
It's an England gathering. It's
England gathering. I was trying to find
Great Britain gathering. Actually,
a Great British gathering.
Wales. It is
That's so Brexit.
It might be the smallest picture in the world, but here we go.
Oh, that is Brother Love. He is one of the most famous TV-angelists. I think that's how you say it. Televangelists of all time. And he loves everyone, and yeah.
There you go.
That's
Bruce
what Lee looks like at the moment with his red face.
I love you.
I've never seen that man in my life.
So there you go.
You surprised me. Yes.
What
Bruce-
insight? Bruce Pritchard running on our stream. How about that?
Well, there we go. That really is something to wrestle with.
Oh.
I like what you just did there, mate. I like what you did. Hi.
Throw in. That's a long throw. Oh no! Oh, the ref stopped it. Another Wales player going down to the box. He's back up though. Nothing serious, but the ref probably going to be a free kick to Wales.
There's
there.
a little bit of push in there, Maguire.
Yeah.
I think.
Do you think this game will be a massive anticlimax?
Not
I
at all,
have a
because we're very
feeling it's gonna
entertaining
be another
people.
0-0.
Yeah, it will be an anticlimax if they're not watching Gooner Gathering.
That's where they need to be for the entertainment.
It's where they need to gather.
She's
I
got
do
the
know
branding
any-
down. I love it.
Recently, any game that gets hyped up as a huge game always is a disappointment. It always is 0-0. Oh, Wales nearly had a
Ooh.
chance there, but
Oh,
good
wouldn't
defending
that
by
be?
us.
Imagine if they just nicked one. That would
Oh,
spice
God.
things up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nice and
Well,
spicy. But here comes England.
Here comes England now.
Oh,
Come
oh,
on.
clear
Come on.
chance, shot goal.
Chance.
No.
Oh, it's the World Cup ball again.
What happened?
Foden
You'll
passed
see
it
in a minute.
over.
Foden had a chance, but it went right over.
Yeah.
It's a nice little bit of play with him and
again,
Bellingham.
I'm afraid.
Okay. Well, this
So
is
they-
good content. You explaining to me what's happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. You,
Uh,
if that was the Premier League, it would have been a bit more on target. But it's that theory with the World Cup ball again.
Well, if this
Yeah.
was rugby, it would have been 3 points.
Exactly. You know. But hang on, let me
But
think.
the theory
That
that
Sam Warburton, he's Welsh.
He's
isn't
Welsh,
he?
yeah.
I think. He's the only rugby player I know that isn't Johnny Wilkinson.
he
So,
went to my
there you go.
school, Johnny Wilkinson.
Oh,
Did he?
really? Oh, okay. Oh.
So did Ugo Monye.
He wasn't invited, he just went.
I don't know who he is. I'm afraid.
no,
I don't watch rugby.
no, he went there. Posh Bertie, I can rival you with my school's name. It was Lord Wandsworth College.
Oh, I mean,
Oh.
my school isn't a posh name. It's called Riverston, so it wasn't really you win on that.
Yeah.
Oh, mine was called Willie D, so
Willie Dean. Yeah, ours was a
William de
big rugby-
Ferrers, Willie D. Hi, anyone from Southwood and Ferrers.
Big up.
Big up the old Woodham.
Oh,
Overhead kick.
Oh,
Goodness me, out of nowhere, Rashford.
Rashford went for the Richarlison, but it was off
did.
target.
Much like the Spurs man.
Much like his club, the clubs he goes to.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he went for the Wayne Rooney against Man City back in the day.
Not quite the finesse of Wayne, though.
No.
But a bit of excitement there. You know, it's only taken about 40 minutes.
Well, Rashford had another chance, didn't he? In like the
That's true.
11th minute and so, but that was probably the only like major highlight of the game, if I'm honest.
I've just seen
Exactly.
Foden's miss.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if the ball
Oh.
is light,
Yeah.
then I tend to think at least everyone's competing with the same issue.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Really
it will be a fair.
We nearly gave the ball away there, and we're going on the
Strong
counter.
run here and overload on the left.
Good run. That's good. Rashford.
But the pass
good
was
defending
rubbish from
Wales,
Rashford.
Corner to England.
Oh, my goodness me. That was a heck of a chance. It was a quick break. And had met people over as well. Kane played ball to Rashford was good, but the substitute from Wales got in the way, defended really well in fairness to him. I'm going to give it a balanced kind of view to it. Got it away for the corner and Foden's about to take it.
Just seen the Rashford little bicycle kick. That was pretty exciting.
And you're laughing at him.
Come on. It was just, you could have just brought the ball down.
Hmm.
But I like it.
Yeah. Here we go. Foden with a corner. And that's what all the hype was about.
Yeah.
That's
Sums
what
up the first half, really. Oh, good ball.
Yeah.
No.
This generational talent can't take a corner properly.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm just being a bit tongue in cheek. Don't worry.
Bale's got
Yeah.
a massive throw on him. Just,
I wonder what you're going to say then.
say. Naughty. Bad.
Me?
Corner, another
Here
corner
we
for
go.
England. That comes in.
No.
Defended away by one of the Wales defenders.
That's
And
insightful, Bertie. Thanks, mate.
I always deliver expert analysis on this channel.
I've just seen that break, and it's 4v3, and Rashford does not do very well there. He just crosses it straight into. Well, the Welsh defender does well, but I think he could have done a bit better with his pass.
I have a goal update, people. I have a goal update. Pulisic has scored for the States. 1-0
Now,
to the
what
States
does
against
this
Iran.
mean? I don't know what that means. Well, let's have a look here. That means the USA are going through, and Wales are bottom of their group.
There is the table there. England
Oh,
on
there
5
we go.
points. States on 5 points at the moment. Iran on 3. Wales on 2. As it stands, coming up into half time, the States are in a qualifying position as well as England.
As it stands, England are top of the group, the
Yeah.
USA are second. And we got those analysis before the BBC did. We are the
I have
number
the
one.
earpiece, you see.
We are the number one reliable source for football now.
Yeah. And for wrestling. Sean Rossap's
Yeah.
got nothing on us.
Nor has Fabrizio Romano.
Yeah, he knows nothing about wrestling. Ball in there. He tried to make
No.
something of that Foden, but he'd never had a chance.
Remember when we all said that Foden needs to start and it'll make a big difference for us?
Yeah.
He's been
No, I don't remember that. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
never said that.
Oh, Piers Morgan said he did an entire column about why England should start Foden.
Don't you get me started on Piers Morgan.
Oh.
We'll get started on that. This is the person who is trying to get us to sign one Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ooh.
Well, Fran wanted it to happen.
Yeah,
Controversial, but I love Ronaldo. I think he's great. I know it would be destructive to the overall team dynamics, which is an understatement. But
and if he gets the golden boot, that old Morgan's going to be insufferable. So we could potentially face Portugal in the at some point, because if we're first, the whole tournament tree, if you will, they're on the same side as England potentially.
Yes,
if we
sir.
achieve a miracle and get past France, that is. So lots of possible scenarios.
I think that game against France would be very boring if it were to happen. Probably be
So
decided
definitely
by
one to watch then.
penalties.
Especially watching here where we make everything, even the minuscule things, look exciting.
Here England,
We're used to that here.
Wales defending for their lives. Corner to England. I don't think we've watched a 0-0 before.
You don't think we've had a 0-0?
We haven't done a chat along with a 0-0 before, I don't think.
Well, there you go. That's an interesting
We
stat.
did a 1-1. That was the closest, but I don't think we've done a 0-0.
Well, let's hope this will continue, eh?
Whether
This'll
on
be a
Cannon
nice-
Chatter or on Gooner Gathering.
Foden's corner comes in and we can't get our head on it again. Maguire, what are you doing?
Yeah, come on.
Sort it out, will you?
You're here for one reason.
Exactly. Apparently you can head a ball. But
I am worried. I know there's a lot there. I've been saying lots of ifs and buts in these scenarios. But if England face a team like France, I just have a feeling Southgate's going to go to his good old back five.
You can argue that it's got us quite far.
I know, but that's because, I mean, yes, we faced the likes of Germany and Italy, but we did have the home advantage. Not taking that away, they were very impressive wins.
Yeah.
But, against teams that we should really beat in both the Euros and the World Cup. And I always say, the World Cup 2018, a lot of people were saying, were we really that good? Because we only beat 3 teams out of 7 games. And those teams, Sweden, Tunisia, and Panama. You could argue we won against Colombia, but technically we drew. We bottled it in the last kick of the game.
You could say we were Eric Dyer, couldn't you?
Yeah, but he was a saviour in that game. He scored the winning penalty.
That was my segue for you, sir.
And I do have a feeling that if we did face France in the final, we would have got absolutely outclassed by them. That's how I feel. Because we didn't do. I mean, aside from Trippier's free kick, we weren't all that against Croatia. Let's be honest.
If you look at our team, though, like our team has improved since definitely the Euros,
Yeah.
and back then we've got Bellingham in there now. So, well, Saka's still there. Foden, was he there?
Foden was there in the Euros. He was the one that had the Paul Gascoigne haircut.
Oh yeah. So if you say it's basic, would you say it's basically the same first team plus Bellingham?
Yes.
Near enough,
I would
yeah.
say that. Or James Maddison if he ever starts in future games.
I love Maddison. Have you watched Rick and Morty?
I've watched a couple of episodes.
I think we know a Rick and Morty reference of another kind, don't we, mate? The one that Patiti always gets linked with.
Oh, Regular Legs.
That's the one. Moving away from that just a second. We looked dangerous for a second. Don't worry, it didn't last.
Sorry.
I thought you were referencing, and this is a very obscure wrestling reference. I thought you referenced that one match on AEW back in 2019 when I think it was the Best Friends against some. Yes, there's a tag team called the Best Friends.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Another team. Where it was like a Halloween episode, and they dressed up as like Rick and Morty characters. I think it was the early stages of AEW Dynamite, and it was like I think it was one of the worst matches on AEW. I can't remember. I thought you were referencing that, and I thought, wow, that's
no,
great.
not a chance, mate. Not a chance.
No.
Yeah, of course I was.
We were all watching it. ITV4.
No, Lee. I'm talking about Lee.
Here's a chance. No, Ward's kept it away. Well, it was corner that came in.
Over the line there.
Yeah, Stone's got his head to it, but it's looping header, and he just made it look very easy because it was. Couldn't quite afford a Rice.
No. We have a player called Rice and a player called Ben. We've got Uncle Ben's Rice.
Let's hope we snap, crackle, and pop, eh?
You get white and brown rice as well, so it would be like Ben White Rice.
You know, I'm disappointed that Ben White isn't starting. If you were going to rest Trippier, I know if Kyle Walker's back to full fitness, sure, he's not exactly started much for Man City recently, but me being the biased Arsenal fan, I would have started Ben White. Oh, of course. I am sorry. He's.
But if he's unwell this game, but
last
game I would.
I forgot.
But last game I would have started him if he was available. I think he deserves the chance, but then there's this whole thing, isn't there, if Southgate's got his favourites and
Let's be fair on Ben as well. He's been absolutely outstanding for Arsenal. And,
he's been amazing.
Yeah, and he's a good-looking fella as well.
Do you think Ben
What's
White
that got to do with it?
I don't know. You've been all over Bale, so
no, Bale over White any day.
Do you think this might be?
Bale's all white. As a curling shot for Wales, as Joe Allen, I think, and it's always over.
It was wide, but it was the biggest chance for Wales so far.
I almost want Wales to score just to kick us into action a bit more. We've had chances, but
well, to be fair, if we finish second in the group, we're going to face the Netherlands. I think that will be an interesting match to see. I know, on paper, you'd rather us face Senegal than the Netherlands, but truth be told, I think I'd actually like to see us face the Netherlands to see how we do. It'll probably be a boring 0-0. We'll play with penalties again, but I think it'll be interesting to see us face them.
And would that mean that we avoid France, or would we still get France?
We do, but but if we get as far as the semis, we could potentially face Spain or Brazil.
But this is the World Cup, you know. Yeah. This is the World Cup. We all have to play each other at some stage.
I know. It's
you just.
When was the last time we played Holland in a tournament? Anyone remember?
We We faced them in the Nations League in 2019 in the semi-final, and I think it was
Does that
2-1
count?
to the Netherlands.
I happen to remember in '96 we absolutely smashed them 4-1.
That's really
Oh.
relevant.
Well, it is relevant. Yeah, it is because football's
sorry.
coming home.
Yeah, and that was the year when It's Coming Home was released.
It
as a
was
song.
born
Wait, which year?
1996.
Oh, sorry.
You probably weren't anywhere near this planet by then.
I was
wasn't,
born in
that's for sure.
'97.
There you
So-
go. Merely a twinkle in your dad's eye.
Mm.
I was born in 2001, so apologies.
No.
The space odyssey that is prosperity.
Exactly.
Oh.
I'm so sorry for saying that. I always feel guilty whenever I mention that
It's
me
so
being
young.
born in 2001 because I end up giving people existential crises. But Bukayo Saka's younger than me, so
God.
I'm
Yeah.
Bellingham.
So wait, so was '96 the year England won the World Cup?
66.
66. Oh.
Please tell me she didn't just say that.
It ends with the 6,
Yeah. It's
and a
just a
9
six
is an
turned
upside down
round.
6. So, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's an easy mistake to make, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
And we
embarrassing.
were on the
Shearer does
cusp.
look a little bit like Hurst.
And
I'm very tired.
we were on the cusp of going to the final in Euro '96. That was against Germany. I know I wasn't there at the time, but I do know of the game. I believe it was Alan Shearer who scored the first goal for England.
Right. Tony
And
Adams
then,
flick on from the corner.
Yeah,
Shearer header.
Germany equalised. I don't think I'm going to mention the player who equalised for Germany
wouldn't.
because we might get demonetised.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah,
and,
I'll explain that to you later on, Fran.
But
Basically, yeah,
it went to penalties. And,
Was his name Stefan something?
it
Might have been.
It was, went to
Okay.
penalties. And,
I'll be back. My little girl needs me. I'll be back.
Yeah, it went to penalties, and Gareth Southgate, of course, he was the right back for England at the time. He missed the penalty, and it sent England out of the Euros.
Ooh.
If you didn't know that.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I often feel very ignorant about like football history and stuff, but
Mm.
like my family never watched football. I didn't grow up like with football. They actually hate it, so I just never knew anything at all
Yeah.
until maybe like 5 years ago. And I often feel embarrassed because I don't,
Well,
I don't know. Like,
Southgate was the one that sent us out of the Euros in '96 with his missed penalty, and he became sort of the butt of a lot of jokes then.
I didn't know that.
But he almost redeemed himself against Italy in the Euro 2021.
Yeah. But I've just reached half time. What are your thoughts on England's performance in the
I
first half?
thought, well, considering the amount of wrestling references and other obscure references we've mentioned, you can tell how the game has gone.
Do you judge it based on?
It's not been the most exciting game. England had a very decent chance with Marcus Rashford in the 12th minute, but Ward made a very good save. Wales had a good chance as well with Joe Allen just before half-time, but that went over. Phil Foden, they're just showing his chance where it just went, where he had his rugby shot, if you will.
I won't call it a highlight.
Another example of a World Cup ballgate. If they're showing that as a highlight, you know how the game's gone.
Yeah.
It's not been the best, has it? Unfortunately, the boys and girls.
I wonder if we can get the stats up.
And while you do that, I'm gonna get another drink of water. So
go for it. Oh yeah, this is.
I'm back. Don't worry.
Not looking great. I wonder. Can I send you a photo to put up of the stats? Does that?
I'm not that clever yet, Fran. Bear with me, mate.
Okay, I'll read out some. So
please do. Yeah, go ahead.
Wales have had 1 shot on target compared to England's 7. Oh no, 1. That's just shots.
That's
1
just shots.
compared to 7. Shots on target is 0 to Wales and 1 for England, which is quite.
So that'll
tragic.
be Rashford's. That'll be Rashford's effort, which I thought was actually really well stopped by Ward, who would anticipated Kane's pass very well. I thought decent
Yeah.
piece of goalkeeping from a guy that's been highly criticised in the Premier League.
Mm. Good on him. But yeah, I
Mm.
mean, one shot on target the whole first half isn't great. But
No, but I always felt it was going to be a bit cagey. I thought it was going to be a tight game, and I still feel my prediction of an odd goal on a set piece might come to fruition at some stage here today.
what happens if Wales score? It just means that we come second, I guess.
Possibly, I haven't got a live table up in front of me, but I mean, it only gets a little bit complicated if they start scoring a few. I believe. So,
Yeah.
but there you go. There's the concern I'm seeing on for Nico Williams there, who's clearly gone off with a concussion. So hopefully he's all good. Obviously they've been super careful with him, and that's good to see after previous incidents in this tournament.
Yes, not good.
I'm thinking of the Iranian goalkeeper actually.
Yeah, that was shocking.
And I could see that was a problem when I was watching in the canteen at work.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that he played on. At some point, the medical team have got to say, "There's no chance you're carrying on, mate."
Absolutely. This is my thoughts. I thought there were supposed to be independent doctors who are supposed to assess these players who go down with their head injuries. That was my understanding of the concussion-based substitutes, but there you go. Somehow they you could see about 3 balls, so he had a fair chance of catching one of them, I guess. But it was awful what we saw in that game.
Yeah, I don't think it's happened since at this World Cup, has it? But it should never happen. It's very dangerous. Bertie, you missed. We've had one shot on target in the full first half, which was England. And then England had 7 shots to Wales's 1. We've created 5 chances compared to their 1. So it's very dominant, really, if you look at the stats. We've had 3 corners compared to Wales, none.
We've had a lot more possession, but we've just not created anything.
Without having it in front of me, I would guess we probably had about 70% possession, something like that.
74% possession.
Oh, I didn't even have that in front of me, to be fair.
There we go.
No, really good.
Top-class punditry.
Thank you very much, sir. What I'm paid for.
Yeah, so that's
Exactly.
very dominant.
A year.
But with all that possession, only having 1 shot on target's not great, but it could say quite a lot about the Welsh defence, which has been solid. Really good.
We've got to ask the question why Saka wasn't picked.
I'm using that just as a segue in a second.
Well, he is tired, and he's played like every game for Arsenal. I suppose he does need a rest, but we need that creativity.
Absolutely. And my segue was, as we're at the half-time break, and as we are on Arsenal channel, did you know that it was on this day a couple of years ago that Saka actually made his debut? Bless his heart, looking awfully young. It must have been a ropey league game, I think. But
yeah, it might have been. This was during the Good Evening era.
Good evening.
And do you know, it's funny you should mention him as well, because he actually got sacked on this day as well.
Oh, but he's back.
Was that 2019? I think
he's back at Aston Villa.
Yes,
very exciting. We will have so many good evenings.
Good evenings all the time.
And we always have a good evening on Gooner Gathering, so please subscribe for top-class punditry and first-hand analysis as well.
Absolutely.
We're the first people to find out about Pulisic's goal for the US.
In the world, before Pulisic.
Yeah, I had it all in the time frame, all ready to go here.
Yeah.
In the alternative universe. And I definitely didn't see it on the subtitles on the screen that I'm watching.
Is it still 1-0 there? Do you know?
I think so. And I think we're about to see potentially the goal here from Pulisic. No, not quite this time.
They're showing highlights from Iran and USA.
See, they've had shots on target. We're watching the wrong game.
Christian Pulisic.
That's Weir, I think, with the header there. Yeah, it is. They
Mm.
actually related to George Weir.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
we're getting lots of second generation footballers now, because there's I don't know his first name, but there's a French striker called Thuram, who is the son
Yeah,
of
of Lilian
former French
Thuram.
centre back Lilian Thuram.
Yeah.
Haaland and Haaland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Albion de
Pulisic's
Holland.
goal there.
He's gone down in the heap afterwards, hasn't he?
Isn't Wayne? This is probably third generation, but Rooney's son trains with
Kai.
Ronaldo's son.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yet to make an appearance yet, I don't think, but you never know.
I don't know
We've
if he
already
will.
seen-
I mean,
We've
what will
already seen the
happen?
15-year-old play for Arsenal this season, haven't we?
I know that was exciting, but I mean, so surely Ronaldo's son will be pulled from the Manchester academy if Ronaldo and his family move, or that'll be interesting to find out.
That's a tricky dynamic, isn't it? That's a
Yeah.
very tricky dynamic with that situation.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, he's at the age, I think he must be about like 14, 15, where he could maybe stay and play there, but that's for Manchester United channels to discuss.
As for their legal team, because we don't want to get sued.
Sued.
Thank you very much. I've been waiting for the opportunity to do that.
I will sue you.
So, what are we expecting? What are we expecting for the second half?
Expecting or hoping?
Both.
Okay, I'll start. I'm expecting a similarly cagey start and maybe a goal in like the 70th minute from England, and then we just park the bus.
You've gone for a minute as well. I will remember that. As I see a Pokemon has battled hard and returned to me on Pokemon Go, so someone's knocked me out of a gym. Yes, Pokemon updates now. It's a new thing.
Tell me what you're expecting, and then we'll all do a crazy hoping.
Well, I'm still going for the set piece situation. I think 1-0 is quite a good prediction still.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a bit of a snooze fest, unfortunately, at the moment. But we are highly entertaining here.
Yeah.
We are keeping the mood up. We're keeping it real. And yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, really fun. Yeah, let's hope there's some fun on the pitch. What do you think's going to happen, Bertie?
I'm expecting. I admire your confidence for expecting when it comes to goals. Unfortunately, I'm thinking it's just going to be another. I'm expecting another 0-0 draw, and us to go. Well, at least we're probably going to go off on more tangents though because of this. I'm expecting Wales to have a very high line again, and they're just going to be very defensive against us on the rare occasions we do attack. I'm hoping that he brings Saka on and he gets a hat trick. So
that would be amazing.
Henderson is still on the pitch.
So I'm just going to put this on. Anyone who just pop in, feel free to ask us anything. I'm sure we'll answer any questions as long as it's reasonable.
Just don't ask me what happened in 1996.
As we all know, we won the World Cup in 1996.
I'm never going to be invited on a football channel again.
Oh, I think you might be. I've just got a feeling. I think there's a substitution for Wales there.
Okay.
On the half time, and I'm not sure.
Let me have a look.
Who has come off?
Let's see. So, well, if you're I think, well, Nico Williams is off. That we know.
That we know about. I think they've made a change in half
time. That's it at the moment.
Let's keep an eye on it.
I think I've been listening to a lot of Welsh fan channels and like interviews and stuff, and I think the Welsh fans may be a bit disappointed with the first half because they really think like they want to see like just 100% going for it if this is like their last appearance at the World Cup.
Oh, Bale's gone off.
What?
Bale's off, mate.
No!
Bale's gone off.
I'm
That's
not
the
watching
substitution
that.
you're
Gobsmacked.
referencing.
No.
Wow.
Oh.
I'm shocked. Wow.
But I mean, I suppose he hasn't had much to do, or hasn't. No, yeah. Who's he? I'd like to know what players been. Is it another attacker that's been brought on, or have they brought on another defender and
You've got
switched it up
life
a
at the
bit?
minute, Posh. I'm going back.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Uh,
Johnson, number
Wales being
9.
very defensive against us. The midfield has been good here for Wales. They're keeping us out of danger, sadly.
But like, I think, well, what I was hearing, a lot of Welsh fans want to see them really going for it, not just like stopping England, but putting up a good account of themselves as well and the Welsh spirit. So let's see if they kind of go for it a bit more this half, because it is really all or nothing for them now.
Is this a free kick to England? Because if it is a dangerous area for a free kick. No, it's not. Of course it isn't.
No. English defensive free kick, so nothing to worry about there. It was a bit of a barge there, I think. I'm astonished by this Bale situation, mate. I'm absolutely shocked.
Yeah, that's controversial, that.
And apparently the guy that's come on, Johnson, is a former English under-17 international.
Oh.
Well.
So, could there be a plot twist there?
Is it Joe Johnson, or am I making that up? Do you know?
We can call him Joe if you like.
All right.
Johnson for Wales.
It's going to be something totally different.
Brennan Johnson.
Oh, there we
Did you
go.
say Brendan? Did you say Brendan?
Brennan.
Brendan.
Oh,
hello.
Not
Free kick
Boris.
England.
Brennan Johnson. Oh no. Oh.
Foden
What's
with
happened
the ball there, and he's been taken down by the substitute from earlier on.
Oh.
And he got a kick there by number 6 as well.
Ooh.
I think Phil Foden has switched sides here, and I don't mean he's playing for Wales. So this probably is the best set piece position we've had in the whole game.
I can't see it yet.
Yes, here we go. Free kick to England. See, this is where we need Trippier to
Trippier,
whip
yes.
it in. And he's not on the pitch. But
Kane's looking at it.
Luke
Shaw's looking at it, so you know where that's going.
Remember when Harry Kane was on corner duty in 2016?
It was a good time.
Yeah.
Hendo's on the ball as well.
Yes.
The master of the side pass. Let's see, where's this going to go? Here we go. Rashford. Goal!
Oh my God! That's it! That's how you do it!
Come on.
Come on! God, I apologise to headphone users there. Oh, that is incredible.
Set piece goal, did I say?
Oh,
yeah, I think you might have.
There you go. It was a lovely hit from Rashford. It's nice to see him playing with a bit of confidence there. Well done, lad. And I don't think we've got any questions on VAR here, do we?
I hope not.
Here we go.
I'm just watching it now.
There seems to be no checks at all.
No. But that's Rashford's second goal of the tournament for England. So he's joint with Saka.
There we go.
He placed that well, didn't he? Look at that.
Look at that. Oh, that's brilliant.
Look at that. It's David Beckham-like.
Yes, Beckham against Greece that one time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly what I was thinking of, actually. So there you go, 1-0 to England. That's really early in the second half. That's the start we're looking for.
Yeah.
Bit
I
of
just seen it.
excitement.
Yeah. Great kick.
Yeah, not bad from the young man.
And he started.
We could go again
as a
here.
And we win again! Score!
Oh my God! It's
Foden.
2-0!
No.
Foden! I knew he was the saviour.
It was
I
a
knew
brilliant
it.
choice.
Great
Oh
player.
my God! This is insane.
Oh dear. This
Goodness
is not
me.
good for Wales.
Wow, I barely had time for my ticket to start going round. But there you go.
Oh,
Let's
what?
just. I missed kind of the build up on it a little bit. I saw the ball across, but yeah, Foden justifying his start.
And Rashford justifying his.
Yes.
Goodness gracious. I mean, Kane still hasn't got a goal, so he's rubbish. But no, I'm
Yeah. Kane
Yeah.
has been a bit quiet this match.
That's a defensive mix up there, and the ball comes across. There you go, Foden. Oh, he's not going to want to see that again, is he? It got intercepted there. The captain Kane with the assist. To be fair, I think that's Kane's second or third assist of the tournament. If I'm
I
correct.
suppose he is playing a bit more in that sort of assisting role rather than because he comes
Yeah.
deeper, doesn't he?
Well, he does that much like for Tottenham, doesn't he?
Oh, I've just seen the second goal,
Yeah,
and it's from a Welsh defensive mistake, isn't it?
that's
Out
right.
on there.
It gets intercepted by
Wales
Rashford,
now.
and then Kane's ball in.
Oh
See, I told
gosh.
you we don't do 0-0s here.
Yeah.
That's it. We're always guaranteed goals here.
Now Wales can't
Goals at the
score
Gooner
6.
Gathering.
So England have woken up now. All it took was a goal.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you do this when it was 0-0?
Maybe it was all part of the plan.
Yeah.
Put them to sleep,
Yeah.
and then you come out all guns blazing, and get two in the space of a minute or two.
Well, why didn't we do that against the US?
I don't know. I'm not the manager.
This is so confusing. This is what I mean. Like, what England is going to show up? Whatever. Maybe there's 10 different Englands. I'm cool with that. As long as we
10
get
different
results.
Englands. Wow. Don't know if I could cope with that. Getting
There's
confused enough as it is.
Ooh.
But here we go. Well, what we can't do now is make a defensive mistake, and Maguire has actually done very well. He cleared the ball nicely there. You just need to settle down. No more excitement for the minute. Just make sure they don't get in. I mean, they're going to look for some inspiration from somewhere. I'm not sure where they're going to find it. The fact that they took Bale off on the break, as I said, that's for me, it's really come to bite them. That creative spark.
Yeah.
It's
gone.
It's one of them you wouldn't want to take off because you could almost compare him a bit like Ronaldo in that he might not have the best of games, but then one kick of a football and
Wales could go on the attack here.
That's all right. It's no danger.
Good cross. Oh no. Only
all
as far as number 20 though, Jones. Good.
And Pickford gets a hand to it.
That was threatening from Wales.
Yeah, Dan James.
Yet.
Dangerous sort of whipped ball coming, but yeah, it was taken away by Pickford, I think.
No, I don't think Pickford got a hand to it. I think.
You reckon he didn't? Oh, okay. You're right, mate. You've got better eyes than me. I'm an old man, see. I can't see everything.
I'm old on the inside though, so I.
Do you guys mind if I just go and have a cup of tea?
You go and have a cup of tea. How do you take your tea? How many sugars do you have?
None.
Because you're sweet enough already.
Aw, thanks. I have it really milky though. See you in a minute.
Alrighty.
Oh, good save by Pickford there.
That was a good save. That was a loopy effort. I kind of caught
Wales
back
in it.
It caught a nasty deflection on the way, didn't it?
Oh, was that wasn't
off
Maguire.
the fridge?
Oh, it was. blooming Maguire, of course.
How well did Pickford react to that, though?
Oh my word!
And Dan James with the corner to Wales.
Yep.
And sorry, I've just moved my microphone, so that might have just sounded like on there. So sorry about that.
That's fine.
Short corner, they never work, do they, Posh?
Well, we'll see about this here. Header, no, exactly.
Offside.
Yeah.
So I suppose this is the point where we can get our wrestling references in.
Oh. No, we can't. We've got no one to alienate now. It's
no. This is true. This is true. We can see the substitutes.
Callum Wilson's coming on.
Yeah, Wilson.
Oh, Trent's coming on as well.
Trent. Oh, wow.
Holy, Southgate's making decent decisions.
Well, I suppose this is the case of using the squad now, isn't it? I mean, it kind of makes sense. You've made the changes today. Walker, I don't think we've mentioned Walker much in the commentary here, but he's only just back from injury himself. So this kind of makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You know, and he can do this now, and he's going to take Kane off, who's had that bit of an injury worry. You know, he had a scan, didn't he, after the Iran game, and Rice is coming off as well. So that's Phillips, that's Wilson, and that's Trent on. So the triple change for England.
Yes, and I made a controversial opinion during the USA game that Kane needed to come off for Callum Wilson or Marcus Rashford, and we will see how Wilson does now. Sure, it's a time where we don't really need to make these decisions as we're winning. We're top of the group comfortably, but I'm glad these decisions are happening regardless, as Wales have a bit of an injury there. Ben Davies is now down.
Certainly is. So, I mean, and so this gives him a good chance to get some minutes in himself, doesn't he? Wilson missed the back end of the Premier League, last couple of Premier League games with illness. Gives him a bit of competitive football. He already got one assist in the tournament from the first game. So let's see how he gets on here. And he'll be right up top as the number 9 here. That free kick. Look at that free kick, mate.
Oh.
Rashford hit that so hard, mate. In as clean as a whistle in the corner.
Yeah, that is a phenomenal free kick. Look at that.
Brilliant
Limbs
stuff.
everywhere.
Bit of relief on his face there as well, I think. You know, he's had a tough time as Marcus over this maybe year and a half. Hey.
Hello. What minute are you on? I think my TV might have sorted itself out.
58 minutes, 41, 42,
No.
43.
Okay.
England have made some substitutions. Harry Kane and Declan Rice and someone else, I can't remember, are off. Calvin Phillips, Callum Wilson, and Alexander Arnold is on.
So it's Walker, it's Rice, and it's Kane off.
Oh, brilliant! I'm a massive fan of those subs. I don't know about you. I mean,
Yes.
Makes a lot of sense to me.
yeah. Resting. I mean, Kane's looked a little bit off the pace. I don't know if that's fair to say.
I think he's been very off the pace in the whole tournament, to be honest.
Yeah. So give him some time off and give
the worry I've got is, you know, he's the England skipper, but he had a scan after the Iran game. Hello.
Sorry. Go again.
No, she can't come in. No. She's busy on the telly.
I'm on the telly.
I'm on the telly now. So so yeah, I mean, Kane's fitness is a little bit in doubt for me. He had the scan and the after the Iran game. He looked all sorts of off colour in the States game, like a lot of people did. So this gives Wilson a good chance to shine. He's got a good half hour or so to play.
Yeah, I hope he does, because I mean, these are kind of the more sort of less used sort of fringe players that lots of fans of those clubs want to see what they can do for England. I'm looking forward to see what Wilson can do. It'd be great if he can score.
I mean, we said we've got Trent on the field at right back as well.
That's interesting.
Trying to claim back his
He's-
position. Walker's done okay. Not spectacular, but he was solid.
Yeah. I'm glad Trent is on. Obviously, he's come under quite a lot of stick recently for some mistakes at Liverpool.
Yeah.
So if he can get a nice solid performance and not make any glaring errors, then that'll.
For me, it's the first yellow card of the game, and it's Ramsey.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Ramsey on Henderson. I think. Sounded like a horrible one. It says in commentary here. I've got subtitles on commentary, so let's hope Hendo's okay. Oh, it's late. It's late on his ankle, I think. Oh my goodness.
Is he down?
Like, I think so.
Oh dear.
And still down.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Jordan Henderson there.
No, and they've just bought Phillips on, haven't they? Which would have been the replacement, I would have thought. Oh, goodness me. Where do we go? We got Mason Mount still on the bench, I think.
Yeah.
That might be the one.
It's sad that someone is injured, obviously, but I think in terms of our midfielders that we have, I think Henderson is the least we can be worried about, to be honest.
Yes.
Compared to the likes of Mason Mount and Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, all these players.
Bellingham.
Okay.
Bellingham.
I am going to counter that. I am going to counter that by saying, he has got the captain's armband on at the moment. And he's you say what you like, he's an experienced campaigner. He's 32-year-old. He knows the way around the field. He's up and running. So hopefully he's okay.
And they say with ankles, don't they? It's best to get him
to run it off.
Yeah,
I've done that myself.
No, really.
I've done that myself,
I think he's on. I think he's staying on.
Oh, good.
And the minute I stopped playing, my ankle blew up. Literally, bang, and doubled in size. It was fun.
Oh. It only happens when you take your boots off as well.
I mean, my football career ended when I was two-footed by my own teammate back in year 5 because I was so bad. I don't blame him at all for wanting to take me out of the game. I don't blame him at all because I was such a bad footballer, and I thought, you know what, maybe this whole football malarkey isn't for me in terms of playing it anyway. I'll stick to watching it.
I think that was Wilson's first contribution to the game. He's just injured a Welsh player.
Bellingham's coming on.
On? Hold on.
Off?
Off. Oh, he's having his water. Sorry.
Thirsty
He's gone off for a drinks break.
Yes.
Just halfway through the match.
I thought it was for some reason I thought it was like a midfield of Rice and Henderson, and that was it. That sums up Bellingham's contribution. Sadly, I didn't even know he was on the pitch.
Yeah, he has
been a bit quiet, hasn't he?
He has, yeah.
There you go. Never mind. Just a reminder, anyone who's watching us, say hello. Don't be scared. I'll put your comment up and, tell us where you're watching the game from.
You don't even have to be a gooner.
Absolutely. Everybody's welcome here.
Oh, offside
gone up there, so...
I mean, England will just
you get a reward as well for being the first commenter. You get a life subscription. No, you don't. It's just a lie.
Shall I be cheeky and go and make the first comment?
Go for it.
Ooh.
See, if you're not careful, Fran will beat you to the honour of having your name on the screen here. Meantime, Shaw's getting replaced here. And Trippier is coming on, so he'll play at left back. And we have the first comment in. How exciting. Who could this be? It is.
Oh, we have a legitimate first comment.
We do.
Wow.
Is it coming up, Posh? Is it coming up? There it is.
I feel bad for a second comment that's about to come up.
Steve from Watford. Hi, mate. Nice to see you.
My friend. Stephen's my friend.
Hello.
Hi, Stephen.
Hello, Stevo.
Welcome
so
in. Thank you for
exciting.
joining in. It's really, really nice of you.
I've just
And
done
there's another
this.
comment.
There is another comment in here. Look at this. Look at this. Who's this?
Wow.
That may be me. You wrote the comment.
So bless you. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to hit that like button and
Yes.
subscribe for more excellent
Yes.
content.
As we said in the first half, if you weren't watching, it's a brand new channel by Lee, Where to Be, for any football analysis. But yes, Stephen, I was just going to say, I'll give you the airspace after this. I've just done an amazing commission for. I don't think his brother's watching, but it's a commission for his brother, of 2 Arsenal legends, like this big pencil one. And so after Christmas, we'll share it. But Stephen's like the nicest guy, and I'm not surprised he's tuned in. He's a legend. So
That was super nice. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to talking to you in more detail about your artwork, mate. I can tell you that much.
I know a lot more about art than I do about tactics, so I won't be quite as clueless.
There we
What are
go.
the 2 Arsenal legends that you're going to be drawing?
I can't tell you; it might spoil the
Oh,
surprise.
Okay. But to clarify, it's not Sebastian Squillaci and Marouane Chamakh, or of a.
How did you
Spoilers.
guess?
Talking to that level of player, by the way, did you see the post that came up on Facebook yesterday about this supposed worst ever Premier League 11? And this is off the current buzz on Facebook, and it said, "Oh, and there's a current member of the squad," and there wasn't. It's a load of old rubbish.
Oh.
I understand it was an old article, and it had and it just sort of bumped up because they've got nothing better to do.
So
And
oh, go on.
It was Willian who
Oh.
made the lineup.
It's harsh.
Oh, so he's on. Rashford's onside.
And it's in!
Still going. Oh, this is brilliant. 3-0.
It's 3-0 to England.
Start him up front. Start him up front from now on.
Exactly.
Instead of controversial opinion, but it has to happen.
If England are playing a more sort of get them on the break style, Rashford's the guy to go to for that. Oh,
There we go. Oh,
Stephen's-
look, the comments are going wild, everybody.
whoa!
Timo, I can't handle it,
Whoa,
mate.
brother.
Here we go. Cesc and Theo. Nice.
So his brother's not watching, so we can say that it's Cesc and Theo. It's a big drawing of them.
I saw Cesc's debut. I was live there. I was at Highbury.
Were you?
I was. It was against Wolves in the cup.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Oh, that I have that right on my top of my head straight away. Yeah, it was good times.
Oh, wow. And yeah, I never got to see Highbury, of course. But
Oh.
Steve-o. Yeah, Steve. Is it Steve? Stephen? Thank you very much for coming and watching. But I'm about a minute behind everyone else, so I still haven't seen the goal yet.
She's on VAR.
Oh, VAR. It's disaster.
No, it's not a disaster. It's adding to the amusement to all of us.
Yeah.
Let me just pouring.
I'm not amused. I've
Oh,
just
dear.
seen it. Goal!
There you go.
Yes.
Goal!
Goal!
It was a good one as well.
Rashford!
Well, that puts him ahead of Saka now in the goals for England, doesn't it?
Oh, no.
Goodness me. There's going to be an argument now, isn't it? Who to start up front in the next game in the knockout stage?
Pretty good argument to have.
Kane.
Not Kane. Wow, yes, there you are.
Not Kane.
It's not gonna be Kane.
Oh,
That's gotta be Kane.
Oh, what a goal!
No.
That's all right. That's Fran's just behind us. I thought we were on for something for Welsh there for a minute, but no, we're all right.
So now Wales just can't score 9.
They can't, no?
Oh, no. It's 4 goals, isn't it? So 7. If they score
Mm,
7,
score
we're in trouble.
7.
We're in trouble.
Oh no. Well, no. Straight to the.
And they haven't got Gareth to bail them out, have they?
Oh,
I do have a stream of tears with such a lag. I look at all these comments, man. We're the most popular channel on YouTube.
Absolutely. And if you are watching, don't forget to give us a like and share and subscribe. Tell all your friends, even if they're not Arsenal fans. Get everybody involved. Get the cat excited.
Yes.
Great British gathering.
The Great British Gathering, yes.
If it's an England match.
There
Well,
we
it's
go.
England and Wales, isn't it? So it's
Yeah,
both teams in the Britannia region.
Goal
exactly.
scoring gathering.
It's a great stream, of course it is.
What a great stream.
Not the Gareth Bale gathering.
No. We might be in for a fourth here.
If there was, well, we might be in for a fourth. This is
I
good
just
for
said
us.
that. Wilson. Rashford.
Oh my God,
save.
it's a
Ward.
hat-trick. Oh my word.
Credit to Ward there. He covered his near post very nicely. Out with his feet. I mean, it wasn't the most fiercest shot in the world, but he did well to adjust himself. Left-footed away. Well played.
It's
Can you
not
imagine
been
that? A hat-trick in the World Cup. No one scored a hat-trick in the World Cup from England since 1996.
Really?
And we won the World Cup then.
Stop it.
You know-
To those watching in the chat, I got confused. It's been a very long day.
Foden's corner straight to the board. He does
Oh.
very well. We're only teasing you. But are we though?
Yes.
I don't know anymore.
Oh, a lazy ball out there. Oh, nearly. Oh dear. England player down.
He's playing the
England player down.
advantage.
Wales on the attack, and it's taken off by the defender. I can't see who it was.
Wales
It's got to
have
go back
not,
the other.
Wales just have not been very good, have they?
No, they haven't really expressed themselves like they wanted to.
No, in this match at least.
No, not at all, not at all. Oh, it was Golden Boy Foden who seemed to
Oh,
get hurt there.
that isn't good.
That's very bad.
Yeah, but I think he's okay.
Phil Foden, he'll be fine.
Right, kid.
Crumbs, I can't cope with this. There's more comments coming in.
Ah!
Oh my
I
God.
heard you right.
Okay,
They're being popular.
here we go.
Aw.
Let's pop it up.
Yeah,
There we go.
He did. I was at the post office and I was at the doctor's, but I was posting his brother's painting, and it's always a nervy process sticking it in the post and then
I know.
waiting.
I can relate to this, mate. I can relate to this a lot.
Yeah?
My wife does. She's done artwork and she does some work with walls, some stitching, and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, cool.
And yeah. Oh, I think you two need to talk. I think you'd be a really good pairing to watch. Actually, I'm trying to convince Sana to get behind the camera.
Oh,
but,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think so.
What I want to try and organise is like an Arsenal artists exhibition, or like for those affiliated with Arsenal. Like even if they don't do Arsenal art, how cool would that be? Like we've sort of got a venue in London. It was where one of the Gooners v Cancer events was. He said like we could use that for a gallery or something. That'd be awesome.
So it'd be Fran's real Arsenal. I'm trying to think of something.
Nourishments.
Yeah,
Nourishment.
that'll work.
Niceties.
Niceties.
Arsenal niceties.
There you go. Marketing.
Yeah,
It's
you see?
beautiful. I do need to think of a better like art name.
Okie dokie. There's Grealish coming on. Look at the smile on young Rashford's face.
Shame he's not getting his hat trick though, sadly. But look, that's just nice to see.
Yeah. No, that's going to do in the power of good. I've just realised, something. My
What?
score's way off, isn't it?
Oh, is it still on 0-0?
No, I'm on 2-0. I'm just going to take that off.
Oh, right. I've just been asked a question. Ronaldo has not replied. I'm fuming. I give up. What is the point? Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Can I just say, never ever give up. Power of
Oh,
social media is
What John
is
Cena
incredible.
says.
yeah, it's
Rise above hate, never give up, etc.
Exactly.
So Ronaldo did not reply. Because I did a painting of him and stuff, and I'm holding on to all my originals in the case that the player sees them and wants them. But now I've just got a
Do you want to
stack
show
of
it,
paintings.
Fran? Have you got Ronaldo with you?
I'll go and grab it.
Go and grab it.
Go and grab it. 2 seconds.
You know I can't put that up, Steve. But yeah, what a person!
Right. I know that he's seen it yet and just thought, Fran, I'm not going to reply to her.
Nah, block.
I hate that one. She's awful. He's never going to see it.
Right,
Even on the
meantime, we are on the
counter-attack.
attack here. Wilson plays along. Oh, it's a great save. It's got to be a
Rebound.
tap-in. No, it's missed.
Oh, that Foden again. Oh
Oh,
my word.
generational talent, Foden.
No.
Don't worry, Steve. It's all good. It's got a bit exciting all of a sudden there, didn't it?
The cat has got excited, and yeah.
Do we need to explain the cat getting excited?
What?
It's a thing off a TV, off a Trigger Happy TV, which was a TV show, and this man here, Adam Pacitti, has
You love it.
a lot. You love
Who
it.
is that?
That is
Who is
Adam
that?
Joseph Pacitti from Cultaholic, and this is Tom Campbell from Cultaholic.
Hey! Keep them on the screen, and I'll screenshot that. Tom Jolly, yes, that's exactly right. Brilliant,
love
thank you,
them.
mate. Nice. I'll tag that on Twitter.
I love them.
You love it.
If a certain number of people see me active on there, they'll
That's a good
throw us
point.
bit, so don't. But yeah, Adam Pacitti and Tom Campbell, two great men from the YouTube channel Cultaholic.
Yeah.
They are so rightly egotistical. They've made their own plush toys.
Plush
for themselves.
toys.
You guys should make them. You should make them.
Hold on a minute, one step at a time. I'm still trying to get a computer that flipping works.
Anyway, look, this is the Ronaldo painting.
Okie
well,
dokie.
this is-
Hold on, Fran. Hold on. I'll see if I can. Are you ready for your close up?
Well, this is actually a print of it. Ah! There we go.
That is a thing of beauty, mate.
Thanks.
And the picture.
and there's my Arsenal one behind me, obviously. So I put on Twitter, like, can we try and get Ronaldo to see this? And he's just been really rude, obviously. So
Unbelievable.
I know, because he obviously sees every comment that he's tagged in and just decides
course.
whether or not to
Yeah.
reply. So
So look,
them
anybody who is
people.
watching, give Fran a watch on her Twitter. It's up there, and she's doing some fantastic work. I've seen loads of this stuff. We are going to talk about it at some stage
later.
when we do our laters.
Later.
When we do our desert island chat kickabout, in it. Oh,
Yeah, at some point.
yeah, it'd be cool. That'd be really cool. I miss doing them.
Joe Allen has gone down there. He might be having a bit of a picking up a knock there.
Okay,
Sorry to bring it back down to the football here.
hamstring injury, I think, mate.
Ooh.
Who's down?
Joe
That
Allen.
is Joe Allen.
Jalen.
Allen.
That's
mean,
not good.
He was doubtful at the start. I think. I don't think he's played a lot of first team football for a while.
So he's probably going to miss their knockout matches.
So right, I think you've already been knocked out.
Poor
Oh,
Welsh
dear.
fans.
Bless them. let's get me score thing right, shall we? So, anyone coming in? Because we've probably picked up a few new
Just gonna
subscribers
tweet
and stuff.
someone I know
Have we?
who's from Wales.
Do you know what? I can actually tell you that I think we picked up about 5 or 6 subscribers over the last week or so.
Whoa!
So that's amazing. So anyone who's done that, thank you so much. It's really, really appreciated. All I need is about another 994, so then we can think about monetization. but you know, it's short-term goals. You know, it's
Yeah,
picking up
it's-
little wins.
Yeah, little by little. It's a hard game, isn't it?
Little
YouTube.
by little.
Oh yeah, we both said it. We both sung it. Although I sung it under my breath there.
Grealish
Grealish.
links
Good
it up.
show.
No,
It's good.
not
Oh,
this time, mate. Not this time.
Grealish.
You could do another post though, like really introducing like the new channel and what it's about, and then be like, share this everywhere.
Absolutely. We'll
Yeah.
do a video or something at some stage, I'm sure.
Yeah. Very exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's been fun. We always have fun doing these, don't we, Posh? And
We do.
Yeah.
We have parallel laughs.
absolutely. I mean,
And-
who'd have thought we could speak on here for over 2 hours now? And for the most part, we've actually spoken about the football today.
Well, that
Ooh.
could be. Oh no, it's not. It's not given the free kick. Oh no, he has maybe.
think he
Maguire's
has, you know.
complaining.
I think it was given against Maguire. I mean, he's only
Bit
had
of
one
shirt
hand on
pulling
his
there
shirt.
from him. Well, yeah, he pulled Maguire's shirt as well a little bit. Oh, can Wales do a Rashford style free kick here?
There you go. The comeback could start here. If only it had Gareth Bale on.
Do you remember he did a goal for Spurs that was like it was a shot from basically like the halfway line, and
Yes.
yeah, that was iconic.
That was a good time.
Yeah, beautiful man.
Yes.
And scored a beautiful goal.
Here we go. No, straight into the wall.
Straight
No
at the
problem.
wall.
It was Wilson for those who are interested in the football content. But yeah, straight off the wall.
Callum
I
Wilson,
am. You need to
Wilson for
keep me
Wales.
updated.
So, well, Wales do have the ball, and they're going to get us at the left-hand side now.
Hmm.
Hmm.
They could cross it in. No.
Trent's there to take care of it. It's no problems defensively there.
It's almost if he should be starting or something. Good
Yeah.
cross.
Oh, and
Oh no.
Roberts, I think.
Hmm.
No, here, Colwell. It's gone high, wide, and not so handsome.
Very handsome.
What are you up to, little girl? What are you up to? Here, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me just lift this up. Let's see. Make sure I don't knock anything
It
over.
looked like you were asking Bertie. That was quite funny.
Hey, mate. Hey, mate.
It's his pet name for me.
Come on.
Little
Say
girl.
hello.
Say hello.
Say
Hello,
hi.
is it coming
Wave,
home?
To the wave is
Amy, is it coming home?
the coming home.
Yeah, it could be.
Yes, it is.
Could be.
Could be. There you go.
It's-
That's
it's
expert
football
analysis from
coming
Amy. You
That's
love
it.
to see it.
Definite yes. Is Amy
She's
an Arsenal fan? Oh, was she?
Well, I have pictured her in an Arsenal shirt before.
That's a yes.
She's
then.
more interested in.
Well,
You're
you
interested
say
in Hey
that.
Dougie.
Cool.
Dougie is cool, isn't he?
Everywhere.
Yeah, that's right.
You say, oh, she was in an Arsenal shirt, so she must be an Arsenal fan. That
Yes.
theory is not true because there's a
Oh.
photo of me as like a 4-month-old baby in a Sheffield United shirt, believe it or not.
Sorry, that means that you're a Sheffield United fan for life.
I know, lad. I can't believe it.
Oh no.
But
Oh no.
I think my one of my dad's friends who's from Sheffield kind of gave it to him as a present for the newborn or whatever. But there you go.
Absolutely.
There's a photo of me in a Sheffield United shirt as a little bambino.
Oh,
Bambino.
a little posh Bertie.
Little tiny posh birdie.
He had
Did he
his
come out
whole
and
life
go,
ahead of himself. But
were
now
you born
he's,
and you just went, how
doing-
do you do?
doing
Oh,
football
hello.
commentary. Yes.
Do you have a cuppa?
One sugar or two.
And his whole life, I don't even drink tea. Believe it or not.
What?
But, he had his whole life.
You don't
ahead
have
of him.
Earl Grey or
He's doing
something?
football commentary, which I love, obviously.
When you were a young Sean Bean.
When I was a young Sean Bean. Now
Well-
that I've not heard.
You don't know who
Is that
Sean
expression,
Bean
or
is?
he saying that I look like Sean Bean?
Yeah,
I'll take that as a massive compliment, to be fair.
Because that I've not heard. I mean,
I think Sean Bean should take that as a compliment.
Oh. I tell you what, you're saying all the right things here, Fran. Do you know what? I've totally put my eyes off the football here. So this is Moore who's taken a shot here, who's aimed for a Welsh fan in the crowd, I think. So yeah, there you go.
well, it was rugby again.
So there we go. So let me just no, he's just a Blades fan, I know.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say there is no way.
Didn't he play?
I look like Sean Bean. I need a lot more hair.
I'm
and a
trying to
bigger
think. What
beard.
was the film called? What's the Full Monty? That's right.
I certainly won't be in that. That's for sure.
Well, you find us on the other channel for that, yeah. If you want
87
some hot
minutes.
stuff,
It is Wales 0, England 3.
moving swiftly on.
Moving swiftly on there. We are going to end up all but definitely facing Senegal in the last 16.
That's quite a favourable draw.
They're going to put up a fight against us. It won't be an easy match.
Yeah, they're very,
think so.
very passionate.
We're
Koulibaly
facing Senegal. We support the Arsenal.
That is a song.
That is a song.
Koulibaly
Who is
gonna
Patrick
be a
Vieira?
problem.
You young'uns, I tell you.
Patrick Vieira.
Oh,
You're right there, mate.
he's given the free kick.
It's a shove on Stones there, I think.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of pushed him there.
Lions? Where's the lions? Look, 3 lions.
Mm.
They go rah. My
3
avatar.
lions on a shirt, Amy.
That's it. Is the Jules Remain still gleaming?
Well, oh no, we don't have any bald England players. I would have said that player's head is gleaming, but we don't have any baldies in the squad. Well, we'll mention Simon Miller.
Why?
His head is gleaming.
Here's why.
Here's why.
Fran's just like, what just happened?
Simon Miller. He's another great wrestling internet personality who also
He's an Arsenal fan too.
in a lot of local wrestling promotions. I had the pleasure of meeting him. He's a lovely man, and he is an Arsenal fan. So,
You know,
Golden up.
who's that man? Keir Starmer. Have you seen him trying to connect with the folk by saying like, the Gunners are playing on Saturday, my team.
All right.
I think he made a joke. I think he made a joke at his speech at the conference saying, "After all these years, etc., etc., Arsenal are top of the league," and he got a lukewarm reaction.
Yeah, everyone else at the conference was like, "Way!"
Absolutely.
We
Love it.
You know, yeah, must be a bunch of Tottenham fans or something.
He could rival you as the poshest Arsenal fan.
Oh, I don't know about that.
A Bertie Keir Starmer face-off.
Hey,
There's only one way to settle this.
Tories changed their leader. It might happen. You never know. Good chance. Good chance. Oh no.
Just run slightly wide, but Trent will try and get it back in.
Yep. Oh no.
4 additional minutes, boys and girls.
Wow.
Ah,
That's quite
still on
short
the 88.
nowadays. in terms
Yeah,
of
it's
added
not
time.
the usual 10 we're used to, is it?
Hmm.
So this is very good for England, obviously. What happens if we? He mentioned 89 because Labour conference was in Liverpool, I believe. Tell us what happened in 89, Lee.
That'd be Anfield 89 when Arsenal needed to win 2-0 at Anfield on the last day of the
Yeah.
season. No one gave anyone a chance. And
That
yeah,
was the Liverpool game.
it's Thomas
And
through the midfield. Thomas, it's up for grabs now. That's exactly what happened.
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
Good. Oh.
And we nearly had a goal there for Stones.
And I told Lee this story in '89. My dad was at a restaurant at the time. He didn't know the score at the time, and suddenly the chef came out, slid on his knees, and went, "Arsenal, yes!" Which
What a
and he thought,
legend.
"Oh, Arsenal have won the league, I think."
Yes.
I know.
Well, we could do a watch along or something like that on a different
Yeah.
sort of platform, perhaps.
Retro Arsenal game.
I love
That
it.
would be awesome. I know,
Why
like,
not?
yeah, I need to really like.
What do you mean
rewatch
copyright?
all
What's
of
that?
these.
Watch it coming up soon, maybe. If I can get a computer that
Pencil
can
that
share
in.
screen. Sorry?
We'll pencil that in.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Can I hear from you guys? Oh no, I guess we're still doing commentary, and anyone in the chat, Stephen, what your favourite games are that you've either been in the stadium or watched from the telly at Arsenal? What do you think?
I know mine. You can hear mine on my Desert Island Kickabouts on Canon Chatter TV.
Yeah, good plug.
That's a cheap plug
Thanks,
there.
mate.
I can instantly tell you my favourite game I've watched in the stands.
Go on, you go ahead, Poch.
It might break you heartily as a Chelmsford local, but it's Ebbsfleet United against Chelmsford City in the National League South playoff final in 2017. My local club going up to the conference. It's not a highlight of the week technically because it happened 5 years ago now.
I have it prepared for you, mate.
But we had a player sent off late in the first half, and then we were 1-0 down, and we all thought, all right, it's over now. We're gonna miss out on promotion again, and then we suddenly get an equaliser out of nowhere, and in the 95th minute, like the last kick of the game, one of our strikers, Darren McQueen, scored the winner, and it was the greatest feeling I've had watching a football match live. It was brilliant.
Amazing.
Nice.
Last kick of the game as well. It was just phenomenal.
Oh, the magic of football.
We'll get back to that. Grealish in the penalty area. There's a turn. There's a bit of a mess. It's going
There's
everywhere.
lots of mix-ups.
Bodies everywhere.
Oh my god! It's like pinball.
It is, and it's gone out for a throw on to England, I guess. As an Arsenal, I haven't talked about my my 3 matches yet, so maybe this is a bit of a preview, perhaps of something that will come. I don't think I felt so emotional. It's actually just 2, but the first one I thought of was Arsenal against Everton at Highbury. Last time we won the league, Steve Bold's searching ball, and there's Adams who just absolutely smashed it in. It's just summed up how brilliant we were in that season under Arsenal. That was just me at the peaking of my Arsenal supporting ages, I think.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Oh, mate, that was a good time. That was a good
And the final whistle's gone. There's Gareth Bale on the screen now. Bye-bye, Gareth. You're not going to be coming. Or you're going home.
He's going home.
Yeah.
Whale, whale, whale.
There we go.
That was a attempted pun. Steve-O said that he went and saw recent-ish consecutive 5-2s v Spurs.
Amazing. You actually went to the stadium for that. Amazing.
It says Thierry Henry's return versus Leeds. You were at that game, Lee, weren't you?
I was literally the whole ground was in tears. It was incredible. And yeah. Oh, what a good time that was. It was a terrible game. And it was Miguel's throw on to Alex Song. There you go. Played that ball in. Henry still had it, and he popped it in the corner. Goodness me, that's an FA Cup throwback. We have drawn
Mm.
Oxford United boys and girls in the FA Cup third round.
Yes,
That was-
not Fleetwood, sadly, because
No.
they faced Ebbsfleet and knocked them out. But Oxford United, Man City and Chelsea facing each other.
Exactly. Yeah, should be good.
Mm.
So we'll just get through the last few comments there.
That's jokes.
Gareth can go and play a bit of golf now. Yeah,
Yes, golf in that order.
he does seem more interested in playing the golf than the football, doesn't he?
Mm,
Yeah,
by the
it's a
looks of
weird
things.
one, isn't it?
Although he did win a
Hmm.
trophy, didn't he? Enough in the States. Don't ask me the side, I can't remember. But he picked up the yeah, I guess the American, well, whatever, Champions League, whatever, I don't know.
Right.
Hmm.
Anyway, and he scored the goal in there as well. I think before we sign out, because I need to go in a minute, because
Me
my
too.
dear wife will be finishing work in about 4 minutes over at Tesco Towers. So, do you have a player of the match you want to talk about? I think it's pretty obvious for me. I mean, how good was Maguire today?
Are you
He
being
did well.
serious?
He was all right.
Stop.
You
See,
know,
I
thought-
got the straight face as well, didn't I?
he did okay. He didn't concede. He was
Yeah.
fine. He had a okay
Clean sheet.
game. Yes.
It was a bit of a domination, really, wasn't it? In the end,
Yeah,
I thought I'd give it to
Mm.
Rashford.
yeah,
Just yeah, proud of him. You know, he's had a lot of stick recently, hasn't he? Come out with two
Yeah, he
goals
has.
like that. So this is the Manchester
Mm.
United Players Redemption Cup.
absolutely. Nicely done. Posh,
Well,
do you
not,
have a...
not Jadon Sancho. But
Or Saka.
Do you have any
no, but,
closing points, Posh?
controversial opinion for the game against Senegal, but Kane needs to be dropped and Rashford needs to start up front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. That's for us to discuss another time. Because if we just pop this up here, if you are new to us, don't forget to subscribe. Watch us on Twitter for any developments when we put our next thing on. You can follow me or Guna Lee Meads or at Guna Gathering. You can follow Posh at Posh Bertie. Fran, where can they find you, darling?
At Sini Sketches, mainly on Twitter until Twitter dies a death, and then I might move somewhere else.
Indeed. But
Yeah.
meantime, I think that's us signing out for the evening. So thank you very much for everyone who's been here. It's been a busy old stream. We've had lots of comments and everything. That's been really
Mm.
nice.
Yeah,
So,
thank you, Stephen, for coming over.
Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. And yeah, we'll be back when you next see us. Have a good evening,
Yes.
everyone. Goodbye.
Goodbye.